What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Come on, man. Life is great right now, man. Had football last night. Saw what I wanted to see. Got football tonight. Hopefully, I'm going to see some more what I want to see. Football tomorrow. Hopefully, I see some more what I want to see. I got my dog with me. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, college football starts this weekend.
Man. Like,
week 0.
Week 0. Shout out to week 0, baby.
There's actually some big name teams.
Caleb Williams playing this weekend.
Yeah.
The Heisman winner and potential Heisman. Well, he's already the Heisman front runner for this year, so yeah, we get a chance to see him playing as well.
Am I wrong?
It's
Notre
another
Dame.
game. Yeah, but
Notre Dame Navy.
That's what it is. Yeah.
And USC's playing.
They got like
San Jose State.
I was gonna say it wasn't like it's like a layup game, but like yeah. But either way, it's good, man. We got
San Jose State.
We got games from here up until. Do we got one on Monday this week too, or no?
College football or
Between
pros?
No, because I know the last pro slate I think is Saturday, right?
I'm not seeing any college football.
Dang.
At least
either way, we got games all weekend.
No, well, Google just has the top 25 whenever you type in the college football schedule.
Gotcha.
Yeah, USC is 8 o'clock tomorrow. Notre Dame's 2:30. But no, it doesn't look like there's any ranked matchups for week 0.
All good. But yeah, man, for me, man, I'm excited about that though, man, because I love me some football, man. Love that. And yeah, it's the weekend too, man. So that's the other part of it. In my mind, up until about 2 hours ago, Deke, I thought it was Monday. Because the dudes played last night, in my mind, this was Monday. It was Monday. And because we haven't done a Friday show in like, I can't remember the last time we done a Friday show. Yeah.
It doesn't feel like Friday.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
I've been like, yo, it's definitely Monday, man. It's Monday. Yep.
Feels like Thursday to me.
Thursday. I could dig a Thursday too.
I sent out a group message to the boys and said, hey, drinks tonight, anyone? And it felt like a Thursday text. Okay. Like, hey, thirsty Thursday. Anyone want to grab some drinks?
I can dig that.
But it actually is Friday.
Yeah. So I'm still like getting all the way into like Friday weekend mode. But we are giving them Friday weekend content, Deke. So I'm excited about that, man. Yeah, every once in a while we spice it up, switch it up on them, man. So yeah.
Had to give them that coverage.
Nah, big
day
facts,
after,
man.
Right?
Big. We ain't want to wait on it. Because we got stuff we got to talk about next week. You know, we don't want to take away from this because there's a lot of context in this.
QB rankings?
That's next week. We got to get into all that stuff. I'm with you, man.
I was about to drop them last night.
I know you were. I could feel your energy.
I'm ready for the rankings.
Trust me, I can feel your energy, man. 1,000% I can feel your energy, baby. Absolutely. So, yeah, man. But I figure, you know, we're going to get into all that next week. And we know we got roster cuts officially next Tuesday. 37 dudes from our team will be no longer on our team. At least for 24 hours. Then we'll see what happens after that. So, yeah, man. I figure we got a good amount of stuff that we'll get to that time. So, yeah. Let's make sure we give last night's performance today's attention. Yeah. But with that being the case, man, what's the word with you, man? Anything going on? I see you got the fresh drip on the flannel action. Yes, sir. You looking good, looking sharp as usual.
Well, what's funny is this is a nice flannel.
It is.
Thank you.
Don't tell me it's your brother's.
It's not. No, here's what I was about to say.
All right.
Guess what size shirt this is? Or guess what size flannel this is?
All right. 2X.
Double XL.
Serious. Let's go.
Dude, I mean.
But you look good.
It fits completely normal.
Which is weird because you're an XL.
Listen, here's the thing. My weight's down to where.
You look good,
I'm going back to. I should probably be wearing larges again. Probably. Okay. The traditional large. But these sizes are so messed up these days. It's ridiculous, man. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. I got this double XL flannel. And here's the problem, too. This is why I want some of my clothes a little bit more oversized.
Yeah.
Whenever you wash them and stuff, then they start shrinking a little bit.
True.
But, yeah, double X, this is ridiculous.
No, you're right.
This
I know
shirt
exactly
fits perfectly. I should be wearing large.
It looks perfect, bro.
Thank you.
I definitely know what you're talking about, though. Yeah.
Yeah, sizes these days are ridiculous.
It's some 2X that I got that I'm like, bro, this shirt fits tighter than an XL on me. Yeah. Yep. I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm not fat anymore.
Man. You look good.
I shouldn't be wearing double XLs.
You look good, man.
Thank you.
What's the secret? Bud Light?
No. No, not Bud Light. Tequila.
Oh, all right. Even healthier. I like your
For
style.
alcohol.
Man. I like your style.
Tequila, vodka, water, ice, throw a lime, lemon in there.
Clean, classy.
Also some Hennessy if you want.
And you mix
Captain,
them up?
Captain, little
Diet
Diet
Coke? Do you mix
Coke?
a little Henny with the tequila?
No, just straight Henny.
You could do them straight to him. Just.
I've never done that. Is that a thing? Is that called something?
I don't know. It's probably called death. I don't recommend it. I like it though, baby. I like that, man.
Yeah, not much going on. Feeling good about the Steelers, man.
Heck yeah, man. And rightfully so.
That's really what's got me in a good mood right now.
That's what we in here to talk about too, man. See, I knew yesterday was gonna do something for you, Deke. That's why we couldn't skip over that game, and we needed it just to give that last little pop, man.
I didn't need to see it,
but it gave you even more though, right?
It gave me
feel even better.
It gave me the same things I've been getting the first two preseason games.
Does it feel even better?
Oh yeah. This is great. This is the best of both worlds because we got an extra tune-up for the starters.
Yeah,
going into the regular season, and everyone's healthy.
Yeah.
So it's perfect.
Come on. Just
this is the most optimal scenario.
It was just another. We couldn't get completely here without taking a little bit of a risk.
Hey,
we can't hit the parlay if we don't risk a little bit. He hit the parlay.
We did take a risk and we got big reward, it feels like.
Yeah, absolutely, man. He did not live in his fears, man. So salute Coach T on that, man. Salute him. So before we get into the game and all the, recapping and all that fun stuff, any Deke thought today?
Actually, I have a few, but I'll keep it.
Go.
No, I'll keep it
Deke,
brief.
You're good, bro.
I'll keep it brief.
Deke, I don't care what they say, Deke. You good, bro. I don't care what they say.
No, because I don't really have an answer for this. I was trying to look it up, but it's like way above my pay grade.
Sometimes that's like the best thing. The best questions don't have answers,
I'm
man.
Throw it out there then.
Yeah.
Well,
unless you're gonna get, we're not gonna get kicked out, are we?
No, I used Apple Pay today, and remember I mentioned to you a couple months ago I used Apple Pay for the first time and was amazed by it. So I used it again today, and then it really hit me. How is this possible? Like, how is this reading the credit card off of my phone screen? I get it if you're tapping with your credit card because there's a chip in it, or you're sliding with it with the strip. How is that reader able to get that off of my phone? The only thing that changes on my phone screen is it's a picture of the card.
Correct. Yeah.
I've been trying to look up the information. It's just above my pay grade on how they're able to make this happen.
Yeah, I figure it's just a little technology, man. Kind of like
it's crazy.
Like I look at it like a key fob, right? But whatever the technology they use on the reader is something with the iPhones that whatever that's. Because think about
the iPhone wasn't designed for that. That's the crazy part to me.
It initially wasn't. The newer models are designed to do that. They want it literally where you don't have to take anything with you except your phone and your car keys. That's it. I mean, shoot, I'm sure it's some apps that you don't even need your car keys. As long as you got if I got my phone, I can literally do everything I need. I can even start my car. I can't like drive without having an actual key fob, but literally could do everything else. So
yeah, it's unreal.
So I think whatever the technology, because like with your car, right? It's like that strip on the back. Whatever the technology is that takes that strip and sends that signal to the reader, they have them in the phones.
You think it's installed in the phone?
Yeah, I think they put those in the phones.
That makes sense. Then.
I just don't know, like obviously, like the logistics of how that happened, but whatever that strip is, they figured out some type of way to take that and put it on that phone, and that's why we could just go up there and get close enough to it, and it picks it up. No different like with some cars you tap them versus some cards like cars you got to actually like physically put it in. I think that's more of it, I just don't know all the technology with it, though, bro.
And probably once you go through the whole passcode thing and, it gets you basically to the final process on your phone where you're ready to tap pay.
On it, yeah.
Probably where they have that card on your phone is where they have that chip.
Low key. That could definitely be it. And think about, like, it's not like you just took a picture of your card either. Like you physically have to like enter all the info in. So yeah, it's something about how that card with a strip would have done the sending signal. They've just found a way to put it in that iPhone, which is why we say iPhones are better than any other phones, man. We told y'all that. Can Android use Apple Pay? Yep.
They don't do Apple Pay.
They do.
I'm
they
sure
do
they have
Google Pay. Yeah. Have fun with
kind of similar.
It's probably not as good. All right.
I agree with that.
I'm an Apple snob. Huh. Okay.
I'm with you on that. But no, I was just amazed. I was like, yeah, these phones aren't designed to just be held up against these readers. And
it is crazy.
And it'll give you like that little vibration whenever
you physically
it works. And you're like, yeah, okay, it's reading it.
That's how I felt the first time I got my boarding pass for a flight on my phone. And it was like, just scan your thing, beep with the barcode, and you just go. That part was still killing me. I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. But technology, man, we didn't came a long way, man. It's not like how it used to when we was growing up, man. We passed them days, Deke.
Straight cash.
Yeah. Not even cash no more. Most places, think when you go to a Steelers game, they don't even take cash. This is a cashless venue.
It was straight cash growing up, though.
Yeah, it was, definitely straight cash back then. Yeah, now it's like, what's your Venmo?
No, you're right about that. Yeah, there were some vendors, and it was like the dudes that should be taking cash only. They were saying it's card only.
Yeah.
Like the dudes that are standing in the main concourse, they have like a huge bucket filled with Coors Light and whatnot.
Cash. This
is supposed to be the quickest line. You just give them cash, give me the change, give you a tip, let me get out of here, get back into the game.
Mm-hmm. Everything is got the app, card reader. Can I send it? Yeah. Well, but I'm sure it's better for the, I was about to say economy or environment. I don't know who says it's better or why it's better, but it is what we're doing right now.
Oh, well, money's all made up anyway.
I promise there are plenty of times where I felt like that.
It's all made up. It's just numbers.
Yeah. I feel like that at times, especially like when I say it, man, I can't remember the last time I've actually had cash. But at the same time, my numbers don't just magically just appear further and higher or lower than higher. So I don't be knowing all the time. I'm like, sometimes I feel like they just made up. Other times I'm like, bro, it's something I don't know the code. I got to figure out whoever was working the algorithms for the banks. Yeah, they the guys. That's the cheat code right there, baby. That's the cheat code.
I learned that in history class my senior year of high school. Money isn't real.
I mean, technically they just printed up.
Actually, I think it was in economics class. No, was it? I can't remember. But the subject or the topic our teacher was talking about was economics. Yeah. He laid it out. Money wasn't real. And I believe him. I still believe him. Can't remember exactly all of his reasons and whatnot, but I'm sure I could Google it. I'm sure he's saying a lot of the same things.
I like it there, man. I like it. Deke, only you could bring this. I like this, though, bro.
It wasn't really that good of a deep thought, I'll be honest.
It was. It was like a left hand. It was like, yo, dribble through this drill left-handed. It was like, ooh, it's kind of awkward.
I got more, though. I'll save them. I got some more.
This. Yeah.
There's a couple other things on my mind over the last day or two.
See, that's the Deke thought right there. One time for the Deke thought.
Got a good one for Monday.
One time for the Deke thought. One time for the Deke thoughts. So, with that being the case, because we do have a hard 6 o'clock stop, all right? We got business to do. It's a Friday, and me and Deke, we got to live our lives, all right? We be outside sometimes on the weekend. So, with that being the case, we're going to start the show like how we always do, all right? So, drop it where you're tuning in from in the comment section so we give those big boy shout-outs to start today's show. And please, don't forget to hit that like button at least one time and subscribe if you have not done so just yet.
Now, Bob Appleby says the NFC is the technology that allows two devices like your phone and a payments terminal to talk to each other when they're close together.
I like
NFC is the technology that enables contactless payments. So NFC must be installed into phones.
That makes sense. I thought he was saying the NFC was like the Android of the NFL and the AFC was like the Apple.
Well, that makes sense.
Because we got all the dope teams and NFC is like, y'all got something that y'all do over there, but it doesn't really work like the Apple stuff work. You know, Mahomes, Josh, your boy KP, he's been doing. Come on now, Trevor.
Don't be going through a quarterback list.
I'm just going down, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the Apple side of things, and over in the NFC, you got the Niners.
Dak and Cousins.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just, it works. It's cool, but it's different. You know? Shout out to the Google folk. We ain't tripping on y'all. Salute you.
Second best quarterback in the NFC is a really interesting debate.
Oh, they call it near field communication. I don't know if that's accurate. Grayson Brown put it in there, though.
Okay.
So it seemed pretty accurate. I would have never thought to call it near field communication. That seems like too specific, but like simple enough, it makes enough sense that it seems like that's accurate.
I buy it. Maybe it was a good thing I brought that up because I'm learning something new here.
I'm telling you, Deke, there's no such thing.
I do remember whenever I was trying to look this up, I was seeing NFC and it looked like NFT at the time because I was just scrolling through. I'm like, all right, this is just too much mumbo jumbo. But it's just crazy how the phones can actually work like that now.
Bro, we all learning something new, man. We all learning something new. Kind of like Bluetooth technology. That still bugs my mind. Like, how does Bluetooth work? Back in the day, everything had to be plugged in.
And I'm getting some support on my Money Isn't Real take by Gustavo Maldonado. Deke is on point. The current monetary system is based institutional monitoring and control. It's all arbitrary values.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hey, there you go, man. I don't hate it. I definitely don't hate it, man. Definitely don't.
All right, let me get some of these shout-outs. Ryan McPherson, 480, Gilbert, Arizona. Shout-out to Louis Riddick for giving props to KP8.
Let's go. Shout out to Louis. Absolutely.
He's allowed to make those takes as well because
he's an alum.
Well, yeah, not only that, but he's been talking highly of Pickett as well. Other analysts, not so much. They're not allowed to make good takes on the Steelers anymore. They're not allowed. They lost that right whenever they were shitting on us all offseason. Tracy Jones, they got like a 1-year cool-off period. Don't want to hear any takes about the Steelers from them, at least in positive form. And I don't want to hear negative either, so they should just shut up about the Steelers. So it sounds like it's a
lose-lose. That's what it
They
sounds
should just shut up about the Steelers.
That's besides a lose-lose.
Yeah. Tracy Jones, 323, Los Angeles, California.
Let's go. Shout out to Cali in the building.
Shays, 209, Modesto, California.
Mm-hmm.
Loving this team, man. We got KP 8th, 937, Yellow Springs, Ohio.
Gotta have an 8th or something.
Mr. Steele, 410, Salisbury, Maryland.
Shout out to Salisbury. Absolutely. Absolutely.
President Nitty, 419, on my way to Michigan, Still Cut Green.
Shout out. Safe travels. He said Still Cut Green, Lord.
I'll say a few more here. Ryan Wilson, 260, A2A style.
Shout out to A2A style, man. Shout out to A2A.
I'd say the podcast MVP from this week.
Yeah, he turned up. He went crazy. He definitely went crazy.
He's tuning in from 828 Hickory, North Carolina.
Let's go. Shout out to Hickory. One time for the culture.
And I'll close out with this. Bink the Patuzzi, 412 Oakland, as usual.
Let's go. Well, man, let me tap in for a little bit, man, because I got the one and only fan of the logo. SEU Tailgate Sunday, September 10th. I hope so that everybody will have fun with that. But then after that, we got Darren Dalton tuning in from the 559 Visalia, California. He says Nick Herbig is now Area 51. I see what you did there. Boom, man. Boom, man, 318. Tuning in from 318 Shreveport, Louisiana. Top of the boot. Well, shout out to the top of the boot, man. Got love for everybody that's in the boot. One time. Lifted ones. Yo, Sacramento here. We know Sacktown's always in the house. Also says, where does our defense rank in the AFC North? I mean, right now, make a case that they're the best in the AFC North.
Should be one.
Yeah, make a case for that. Absolutely. I ain't tripping on that at all, baby. Heck yeah. Then after that, we got Jay Flame tuning in from the 330 Warren, Ohio. Apple Gang. Am I tripping? What's Apple Gang? I ain't missing that, am I? It was a red apple. But use the apple emoji and say gang.
Maybe that's Warren, Ohio's logo.
Okay. I ain't know if I was missing something. All right. Okay. And then let me see, man. We got John Baranetes tuning in from the 808 Honolulu, Hawaii. Salute you over there. And then Pop Rose tuning in from the 570 Central PA, baby. Ready for the season to start tomorrow. Man, you sound like Deke over there, man, because Deke been ready for the season to start since what? The Bills game, right? That's what you said?
Yeah.
Yes, it's the Bills game. He been ready. So, trust me, we're on the same page.
Gave my rant on that, though. On yesterday's pod, maybe.
Yeah,
either that or
yesterday.
Tuesdays. I don't know.
What? Did we go Tuesday? What is today again? We went Tuesday,
Friday.
Wednesday. We went Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday? We did go
yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, bro. That's how you
So either on Tuesday or Wednesday. I
yeah.
compared the preseason to the NFL draft and just basically said, I'm ready for the regular season. Yeah. Just like how we are with draft time. When it's like a week or two before draft, it's like, all right, we're mock drafted out. It's just time to see who we're going to pick.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that might have been Tuesday then. Yeah, that felt like that was Tuesday. Yeah. Respect, man. I like that. I like it. Alrighty. And then I will end it with the homie Ron Kennedy tuning in from Savannah, Georgia, baby. Salute you down there in Savannah, Georgia. One time for the culture, baby.
Oh, he's talking about the phone. He's an Apple guy.
Ooh. Oh, Apple gang. Man, salute you then, baby. I had no, you know how it is sometimes, man. We just don't be knowing what, everybody be talking a little different language every once in a while. I just won't show. But we all on the same page then, man. Salute you. Yeah, definitely Team Apple Gang over here, man. Yes, sir.
We want to see what the people got to say here.
Man, let's get into it, Deke. What the people going to say? I'm just trying to figure out how long until we go ahead and throw the banner up. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to just throw the recap banner up, and I figured that the Supers would be our guide today. That they're going to take us to where we need to go. And then if they don't, we're going to take it the rest of the way. That's what I was thinking.
Sure.
Man.
Bink the Patuzzi is joining the upper room.
Shout out to Bink the Patuzzi and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. President
Nitty, my son Max His surgery was successful on my way to VeggieTown.
Let's go. Let's go. President Nitty, love to hear that, man. Salute you for number one. As a pop, I could already imagine, baby. So, yeah. Big time salute to you, man. Showing your strength. And for your man, Max. Glad that his surgery was successful. Hope the recovery and everything goes smooth as well. So definitely enjoy yourself in VeggieTown. I'll be there. Well, I'm currently there, but I'm going to be back there in a little while.
Our Barley 18. Seems like he's changed his tune now, too. Was finally impressed by Pickett performance. No Bozo the Clown dance in the pocket. No trying to escape a clean pocket. Balls in the right places, trying to disguise handoffs. Props due.
I see you are Barley 18. I like that, though. I do like that, man. If you going to have a hard stance, keep the same energy. And you did keep that energy right there. And I respect you, man. Respect.
Yeah, that was backhanded. I mean, no Bozo the Clown dance in the pocket. I mean, come on.
No,
Tell us how you really feel then.
That's why I just said he's keeping the same energy. He was very specific about why he wasn't the biggest fan of Kenny. The dancing in the pocket, which has been highlighted at times from last season. Cool. The clean pocket balls in the right place. All right. Well, he's seen that multiple times this year, and he has just checked off that. All right, I saw that. All right, cool, man. Because otherwise, they wouldn't have been watching the game. So you at least got to give him that, right? At least that part.
Who?
No, I was saying for our Barley, at least he's acknowledging the certain things that he had issues with, specifically.
Yeah. I mean, there obviously were going to be some hiccups in Pickett's rookie season, no? Like, he's a rookie, so all I'm saying is I think anyone with eyes could see this dude's going to develop and be really good. Like, he's got the intangibles. He's got all that. So, like, a second-year jump's happening.
Yeah. Everything is looking good with it, baby. Everything looks good with it. But no, I can definitely understand our Barley 18. Because the only issue is this. You were kind of chill about Kenny's growth in year one, about what he could do in year one. Not everybody took the same approach as you. So our Barley might have experienced some Kenny Pickett fatigue early on, which could definitely be understandable. But it does sound like at least he's coming back on the right side now. Hopefully. We'll see. But Kenny got to keep doing what he's doing, too. Kind of goes hand in hand. It's good teamwork, though, man. I like where we at, man. Like, we're in the right spot.
Tito Whitaker gifted a Moats membership to I don't know who.
Shout out to Tito Whitaker and I don't know whoever you were. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Official momentum. Moats and Deke, how are you? College football and NFL are back. Steelers are regular season playoffs and Super Bowl ready. Ambition Live at Baja Bar and Grill.
Let's go.
September 2nd, 8 p.m., Frankie Eyes. September 16th, 9 p.m., Steelers Tailgate. Oh, did he pick that one up? I don't remember him having
I was going to say, he ain't say Frankie Eyes before. Yeah.
Oh, no, he's these dates are real confusing right now. Frankie Eyes is September 16th, 9 p.m. Steelers Tailgate's November 12th, 2023.
I read how you read it the first time. Yeah. Did you pull up on Friday? Or was that wasn't this Friday?
No, I didn't get around to it.
Dang. All right. But you got multiple opportunities, though. It's all good, man.
Fish Momentum Ambition at Craft House, November 3rd, 2023. Hashtag
Let's
Twitch,
go.
Hashtag Trina.
Shout out to the Twitch stream and shout out to Trina Steel Diva. One time for the culture and ambition. Let's go.
Juby 28, I'm calling it now. Pickett will throw for 4,500.
Man, I hope so, bro. I hope so.
We'll see how many attempts he gets.
You ain't feeling the 4,500?
I don't care about his stats, to be honest. I kept saying that this whole offseason. I don't care about the stats.
Yeah.
I care about wins.
Well, just specifically, he cares about the stats.
But I think the stats they'll probably be better than what I initially projected.
What you initially project?
I don't know where I was at. I was like at between 3,500, 4,000 passing yards. You know, he's going to get some rushing in there.
Yeah.
Some rushing like maybe, yeah.
Because he's saying 45 just strictly off the arm.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if he puts the attempts up, sure, why not? I just don't know how many times we're going to have him passing.
Yeah.
Because we got a good run game, too. And this is why, again, I don't care about stats.
Yeah.
We could have a really efficient running game. We could have scenarios where Pickett's out there just throwing for like 200, 2 touchdowns, clean game. Jalen Warren and Najee Harris combining for like $150, 200 on the ground.
Yeah.
Get out of the stadium with a win. We're very multifaceted on offense.
So yeah, Vegas
got a lot of good weapons.
TJG says that's 265 yards per game to get the 4,500 on the season.
I think he's very capable. Yeah. But again, it just
that
comes
doesn't
down
even
to
seem like that much though.
It comes down to the pass attempts.
Yeah.
How many times are we gonna throw it?
Yeah.
Kenny just needs to be what we need him to be. That's all I'm asking for.
Salute the quote. Let's go.
Because the offense definitely looks more explosive than
bro.
What I was thinking going into training camp.
Yeah.
Not only from the training camp vid highlights, but now we're seeing in preseason.
And the games, yeah.
Like Pickett averaged in preseason like 13 yards per attempt or something like that.
Yeah, that's clean. Whereas last year was what?
There's a little
last
stat.
Year, 8?
I'm not sure.
I know it was like it wasn't like something crazy, but
there's a little stat right for the haters and doubters though that don't think Kenny can throw the ball down the field. I actually got to witness 2 nice 30-plus throws to Deontay and Pickens yesterday.
I thought we was past that, man, from Buccaneers game. We already showed that, bro. They still saying he can't throw it deep.
Man, I mean, that second caller called in after the Buccaneers game.
He was late on the Bills call, though. He should have called us on the Bills game. He seen it again in the Bills week. Multiple times, too.
It wasn't necessarily a deep pass.
That was a Deke and dot. That was a Deke and dot. Heck yeah.
It was a great pass.
I thought it was.
It was a great pass.
Ball control, backside. Come on, what we talking about, man?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Ryan McPherson, AB on Cameron and Mace show now. Gold Entertainment.
Bro, let's go. You know who Cameron and Mace is, right?
Cameron. Mace slipping my mind right now.
Puff Daddy and Mace.
Okay.
During that time frame. Shiny suits. Been around the world. Mason Betha. No.
Not really.
All good. At least you knew Cameron, though. That's it, man. At Cameron work, man. Throwing the pink meat, man. We ain't tripping at all, baby. So is he a full-time, is he a part of the show? Because they just got a nice little deal, man. Heck yeah. So I don't know if he's like full-time or was he just a guest. I don't know. But salute them two. And as long as AB is in the news for something positive, I ain't tripping, man. So salute him on this vibe. Yeah. I'm scared of anything else. You ain't heard nothing else, have you?
No.
So we good. All right.
Anthony Dillon has joined the upper room.
Shout out to Anthony Dillon and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
We got Erie Mind Mob. Did we show the league too much in the preseason?
From my perspective, I don't think we did. I think we controlled what we could control. We needed to know a lot about this offense. They're young. We needed to know, could you take that next step forward, and how soon or how big of a step could it be? Deke alluded to it just when he was speaking on Kenny. He said it himself. Man, he surprised me a little bit with what he's seen in stadium. So with that, I don't think that we were showing too much. I think that we were just confirming some of the things that we might have felt, whether it was you felt strongly about Kenny, Matt Canada, this offense, or if you were skeptical about Kenny, Matt Canada, this offense. I do think regardless of personal biases or opinions, based on what we saw from this group in 3 games in stadium, I do feel like we feel that this offense can score with a lot of teams. We don't dictate who they play against in the preseason. All you can do is do what you're supposed to do, which is control your energy, right? This offense has the mentality of we're going to be aggressive when we need to be aggressive. We're going to be physical in the trenches. We're going to run this football. And those are all things that carry over into the regular season. Now, we will see when it's personnel versus personnel if that changes. But in terms of what we were looking for, I don't think we showed too much because, for a fact, I still haven't seen any of what I was seeing in practice at Latrobe. Shifts, motions, change of strength motion, line the formation like this, then do a complete disperse and regroup of a whole nother set, all pre-snap. Anybody that's been at Latrobe, that's what you were seeing the offense look like. Right here, this is a stagnant, just my guy better than your guy, my arm better than your defense, my running back better than your linebackers. That's what they're playing in these games. But over at Latrobe, you would see they have a lot more that they're going to be adding to this offense from a schematical standpoint that's actually going to make it even easier at times for them to throw that ball and create just missed assignments in terms of the running game because of how much movement takes place before the ball snaps. So I don't think that they showed too much, and definitely on defense, they were super vanilla in the preseason. Cover 1, Tampa 2, they rarely even blitzed. Like, it wasn't a ton that they were trying to put out there for the Steelers or offensively or defensively. Heck, even on special teams. You didn't even see no bounce return. It was literally catch the ball, Calvin, run right, run left. Like, that's it. Nothing crazy, right? So I don't think that they showed too much one way or the other. I do feel, though, that what we needed to see and confirming and ultimately learning information about certain players, we got all of those answers, you know, in these first 3 preseason games.
I actually skipped a couple here. We got Anthony Dillon joining the upper room.
Shout out to Anthony Dillon and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And then Christian 15213. Kendrick Green did well. I figured out his issue. He's too nice. He needs to get mean. Maybe he should slide into more DMs.
I don't even know what that's all about. No, Kendrick played well. He was actually starting out there with the first group, right guard. Everything that took place with Kenny Pickett, Najee, Jaylen Warren, all of that success that we, you know, put on that first group, Kendrick was very much a part of that at right guard throughout all of that. Yeah, looked the part, looked good, man. Then second unit, he moved over to center. Thought he played well there also. To me, I don't think it's that Kendrick's a nice dude. I just thought once again, he had an opportunity where he wasn't facing a covered up, you know, he wasn't covered up. And that's the difference of when he's at center versus 3-4 teams. He has that nose tackle or somebody that's a big body on him, somebody that can physically, you know, be imposing on him. I feel like that's when he struggles the most. Whereas at guard versus the Falcons last night, he didn't face the 3 technique a lot. He didn't have somebody directly over top of him that was a big body guy. So it was perfect for, you know, Kendrick's skill set. And I thought that was also why he looked really good. But salute Kendrick too, man, for the fact that mentally he still had to show up. Everybody wrote him off, right? He had the bad snap against the Bills. Played bad against the Bucks. It's like, man, he still had to go out there and put his best foot forward. And I thought that he did a really good job with that. Now, I don't know if it was enough to, you know, move him and make him stay on this roster or not. But in terms of him feeling good about what he did last night, I'm sure he slept really well because that was a really good performance by him at multiple positions in the stadium.
Unfortunately, I have this gut feeling that he's going to make the team, though.
No, I don't care about unfortunate. If you play well, you play well. That's how I look at it. If you play well, good. Stay. If you don't play well, we're gonna move on from you.
He doesn't play good consistently enough, but like
that's the part. Yeah, the consistency part is definitely it.
Yeah, like I don't trust him out there with the first team, and like I was worried for a second. I'm like, why is 5-3 out there with Kenny and all these guys? But to his credit, yeah, he did show up and play well. All I'm saying is Tomlin must like him enough to put him out there with those guys.
Because
and then play him at center for the second team that whole time too.
Because the thing is, like, football players, Kendrick Green isn't a bad player. The issue with Kendrick is he is a size mismatch. The highlights that everybody sees are when those things happen. That's the only thing. And because he plays a position where it's not easy to just point to like a statistical value to determine how good or not good he is, people just assume he's the most terrible player ever. And it's like, he's not. The reason why Coach Tomlin and his team likes him and keeps him around, he gonna show up every single day. He has the same energy every single day. He gonna fight like a son of a gun every single day. He's gonna be fundamentally sound every single day, except the one thing that he deals with is when he got a big body on him and he don't get his hands on him first, it's a wrap. That's his biggest flaw. Now, it's a flaw that is very hard to hide for him specifically, and that's like why it keeps going on and is like lingered on to where it's at. But in terms of him versus some of these other players that I personally view as like bad players, not naming names like that, but players that we view as like bad, I just think like it's like multiple things skill related where they struggle. Whereas for him, it is literally one thing. And we can see in stadium, right? 4-3 team versus a 3-4 team. Him covered up versus not covered up is the biggest difference with Kendrick. He still will block the same players. But if the dude is right here on him versus right here on him, that's the difference for Kendrick. And that guard versus some of these teams, he gets that advantage right there. Whereas when he's at center, it ain't always available to him. And then you throw in a bad snap, you can't have one bad snap, and I see you get blown up 3 times, which was Bucks game, turn over to the Bills game. That's the part where it's just like, yo, it feels like you're way worse than what you are. It's not, though. But that's his big thing that he struggles with. Unfortunately, you can't bank on that every week, though, either, right? Hey, Falcons or Niners about to play y'all. Can y'all leave Kendrick uncovered? So that way he could be like a really good player versus if you put a big dude on him. Now we over here, like how you were saying earlier. I was a little nervous. Trust me, Deke ain't the only one.
Yeah, I was like, why the hell is 53 out there?
I get it. Trust me, I get it, bro. But
is this a glitch on my TV?
That's his biggest issue, bro. If it's a big body dude on him, and until he can figure that out, and I still don't know how he's gonna figure that out. Usually you can be like, oh, go with the cut block. It's already cut when you're at center, man. You snap. That ain't, you know. At guard, you can't cut every single play. So that's the part for him. He's still trying to figure that out, man. But yeah, like I said, it's not gonna surprise me if he's still here, bro. It would not surprise me right now.
Yeah, if I had to make an amendment to my 53-man roster projection, that might be it. I might throw Kendrick Green on the team. I don't think you put him out there with the first team. Now, I know Dotson. I
promise I get you, bro.
Was Daniels hurt?
No, they just held Daniels. Okay. He wasn't hurt. He just held him. You know how that goes.
Fine. But anyway, I don't think you throw Kendrick Green out with the first team if you don't like him a little bit.
Would you have put him out there?
No.
Exactly, because you don't like him at all, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm not.
Coach T.
Dude, are you kidding me? Like, I know we were facing the Falcons' second team, but
still, it doesn't matter.
With Kenny out there and Najee and Jalen Warren?
1,000%, I get you. 1,000%, bro. But that's Coach T, though. Like, in terms of, like, what I was talking, that's how he's looking at him right there. And I bet, I'm not in that meeting room, but I bet when he challenges Kendrick, that's what it always is. Are you a big dude? Or are you just going to be looking little today? Like, it's got to be along them lines because that is the one thing that has consistently shown on his tape from his rookie season. That's the one part that has not changed. You don't see him look lost in space. He's not a guy that's not athletic enough to pull. He doesn't blow assignments. Oh, man, play's going right, he's going left. He's not that. But it is literally, if it's a big body that's lined up directly over him, that's where the struggle happens. And then it's a regular season, you can highlight it because we game plan. Preseason, we don't game plan you, right? So he got the luck of the draw. That's that. But if it's a regular season, Deke, you don't even have to have ever played or coach defense or anything like that. If you watching Kendrick and you know that thing, what you finna do if you San Fran and you see him out there? You gonna find your biggest, strongest D lineman. Say, hey, man, that's your matchup. So,
yeah, dominated,
Check.
And then
that's it.
Well,
yeah,
he's not gonna be starting week 1. He might not make the team. Now, I just have that weird feeling that he is. But if he does make the team, obviously he's our backup. And then
backup.
Even if Cole got hurt, I think you're still maybe trying Herbig or Daniels or someone else at center. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Like, it's all fun and games now because it's preseason and whatnot.
Why did you
say
if he started week? Like, bro, I didn't even go that far. How you get that far?
You were talking about 49ers game plan against
him. But I was just like, it's a hypothetical. It's like not like let's really do this. Like, no, we don't really want to do that.
It's a nightmare.
That would not be the most ideal situation. That would actually put us in a concerning situation. Very different, man.
We got Christian 15213. Pro investment tip. ARM releasing IPO next month. So I looked up what ARM is. It's an AI company.
Okay.
A lot of the headlines are like, ARM's IPO is going to tell us a lot about the AI hype and if it's real and whatnot. So yeah, it's a real thing. He's not messing around.
Yeah, when you said ARM, I instantly was thinking about like loans and stuff. Like 7-year ARM, 10-year, like that's, yeah. I like it though. we did have another one from Christian 15213. It was a little bit earlier. It says, your phone has an NFC sensor with security certificates. You then put your credit card info into your phone. So when you authenticate into your phone through Face ID, as an example, it's secure. Then the card transmits. So that's the whole technology behind that stuff, man. Yeah, because like you said, you do got to type your code in or Face ID. So there we go. All right, shout out to Christian 15213.
Dominique Williams has joined the upper room.
Shout out to Dominique Williams and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now back to Christian though, and the ARM AI stuff. Are you into that?
AI?
Yeah.
No, not really. I think it's destroying society. I think technology in general is destroying society. But it's the catch-22 because I really think it comes down to humans because we're the ones that use it.
Yeah, we can't help ourselves.
Yeah, but AI specifically, I've mentioned this before. I watched iRobot. Like, I see that kind of stuff potentially happening if we give AI so much power. Now, I have listened to some podcasts.
So you watched iRobot. I watched that in Terminator.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I have listened to some podcasts where there are AI experts, and they think it's not even close to anything like that right now.
It seemed like we'll be far away.
I know, it does seem like that on the surface. But
we ain't far away, bro.
There were things that they were saying, like, no, it's just so way too elementary.
Have you played Madden 24 on all Madden? That AI fire. Deke, my biggest issue right now, I keep throwing picks, bro. So AI clearly is advanced enough that they can kick my tail with that part. You
don't go head to head? You don't go online?
I'm scared because I'm like, if I can't beat the computer, how can I beat somebody else? Is that not sound logic right now? The AI is fire, bro. And it's only on All Madden. I put it on All Pro, I'm nice. I go to All Madden, I'm like, bro, it's Pig City. Yeah. Dude's catching all type. I'm like, how the heck you catch that pig, bro? The AI is elite. So that's why I have not even done head-to-head because I'm like, bro, if I can't accomplish this, I don't even want to go out there to the real pool.
I think it'd probably be easier, to be honest.
No way, bro.
Well, first, to beat the All Madden AI, the All Madden computer, just find some glitch plays, probably.
I don't even know how to. I'm like, you know how long you got to play to get the glitch play? I got to go on YouTube and search up glitch plays, bro.
Verticals works pretty good on offense against their zones.
All I'm saying is that All Madden AI, I'm just like, bro, it pissed me off. So I'm like, that AI, if that's what I'm looking forward to facing in real life, I'm like, bro, we better be ready. Because, yeah, that's for real. Yeah. I have to, like, lock in when I play. You can't just play and, I'm just throw it up there. He's down there something. No. You actually better be paying attention, bro.
There's other topics surrounding AI, like also the jobs that they could be taking from people. Yeah. Like, that's another thing.
Self-checkout.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Self-driving cars.
Yeah. That's the thing. I don't think those things are necessarily bad. Could we open up more important jobs, or could we like take people that are doing those jobs because we can have AI do that type of stuff now? Self-checkout. Could we give them different jobs though? Could we start getting more creative as a society?
I think that's
doing some more things, more purposeful things.
I like where you're going. You're going on a humanitarian approach. From a business perspective, they're saying it's cheap labor to have a machine here versus dealing with a person that can get sick, get upset, get pregnant, do whatever. Sure. So
I go to the self-checkout. I'm not even up front.
That's from a business side. I can understand that, but the humanity side is what you just said. Work together. If they're doing this job, find another side for like the humans to do. I'm with you, but I definitely get why they say that. That's why a lot of like the factories for like automobiles, you go on some of them, it's machines. It's no longer the assembly lines of, I'm working on this part, I'm working on that part. I remember growing up, that was what it looked like. Now, it's machine, bro. Yeah.
And I do think as time goes on, and what is that, Chat GPT?
Yeah.
Where they got people doing voiceover, voice. No. What? How would you phrase it?
Voice that person, like, it's not impersonation, but it makes it sound like it.
Yeah, they're ripping off actual people's voices and saying like, "Hey, do this."
It's like a replica type thing.
The style of Trump, or do this in the style of like Kanye
like
West.
We talked about the music stuff,
Yeah. But anyway, who knows where that could lead? Because they're gonna be like, AI, like in our business, are there going to be AIs doing post-game reports and stuff?
Which would be crazy.
But here's what I think. Crazy. Honestly, I don't think that's anything to worry about because I think as AI gets more prevalent and like robots and all that stuff becomes more prevalent, people are going to value the human touch on things more because that's going to become more rare.
I hope so.
Yeah, I don't think that's anything to worry about. I do think people appreciate real. So like people AI giving post game, like I don't think that's going to be interesting at all because it's fake. Like it's not an actual person giving a take.
I don't think consumer is going to like it like that. But I do think business wise, if that's the only place you can go to get post game, you're going to take it. And I think that's the approach that they look at because the almighty dollar, as we've seen, people view that more than people lives. I mean,
you're saying humans are just going to be done giving post-game reports?
No, I'm not saying that's an extreme scenario, but what I'm like, I know you were saying like that people would miss the human feel and like that significance would keep it and make that grow. I said as much as people love that human touch, people view compensation dollar sometimes more than the human part is what I was saying. I'm not saying that it's right, but yeah. That was my concern.
I think the jobs are different.
Yeah.
Like if you're talking about checkout workers and whatnot, that's different from a person
giving their thoughts.
Giving thoughts and whatnot, right?
Yeah. Well, they say that should be the difference, right? Humans versus robots. We got that part. Conscience. Yeah. We'll see though. We'll see. I did, in the midst of us talking about AI and stuff, I got caught with a stray. The homie Kill, he gave me a stray. He says AI is making Moats feel like Matt Canada. I'm not really cool with that, bro. Like, that's crazy.
Huh?
Because I was talking about how my offense was struggling, playing against the computer on All Madden. So he was trying to say that the AI makes me feel like I'm Matt Canada. But that's old Matt Canada. New Matt Canada, nice. When I play on All Pro, I'm like new Matt Canada. It looks beautiful. All right? When I play on All Madden right now, you can make a case that it is a little bit older, okay? Yeah, it's not the most ideal. We're real turnover heavy, Deke. I can move the ball through the 20s beautifully. Field condensed, I'm throwing picks. It's pissing me off, bro. All right. But I'm going to figure that out. I'm working through those kinks before week 1.
Dominique Williams has joined the upper room.
I thought we shouted out Dominique, didn't we?
We might have.
Yeah, we shouted out Dominique. Yeah, we got him.
Dodo Baggins. Bro, Trey Lance being named QB3 now makes that trade they made to get him look like one of the worst in history.
I mean, you could make a case for that. That's hindsight 2020. At the time, they were taking a chance on a highly viewed prospect, but it was a very weird time, right? Doing the COVID stuff, him being young, so he hadn't played a ton of football, hadn't played a ton of snaps. So, yeah, a lot of that went into there. But, yeah, based on what they gave up, it does look crazy. I mean, I think they showed the stat was like they've paid him like $28 million or $27 million for, I think it's like 140 or no, it might be like 200 and something snaps he's played total. I was like, yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I mean, it looks
bad
like
trade.
Yeah,
bad trade to begin with.
I think if he wasn't hurt and we got a chance to see more, I think that would be different. But right now, he has two seasons where he's been hurt, and we've seen him play. Was it 5 games?
And not look that good.
Yeah. So it's just, to me, a lot of just jankiness with that situation, man.
They gave him the starting job heading into last season. Yeah. Then he got hurt.
Like, straight up just gave it to him.
Yeah, like
no Jimmy G
They
competition.
cut Jimmy G, but then they brought Jimmy G back.
Right, because
to be the backup.
Yeah.
And they were like, Trey Lance, this is all yours. Then he got hurt. And then it's unfortunate what can happen in the NFL. Yeah,
you got Wally
Next
Pipp.
man up.
Wally Pipp,
Brock
bro.
Purdy goes 7-0.
Yeah, and now...
how do you justify putting Trey Lance in over Brock Purdy?
Come on, man. Yeah.
I guess you could put him in over Sam Darnold, but neither of them are starting over Purdy. So the whole Darnold's QB2 versus Lance being QB3, I don't even think that matters that much.
Yeah. But I think when they said that Darnold was number 2, that's what made it look like Trey Lance was expendable now in terms of trade.
Well, I think he is.
I'm with you. Yeah, because you want at least something. Something is better than nothing if you're just sitting at your third quarterback. But his market, realistically, it's not nowhere near what they gave up to get him. Jordan Love had way more proven at this stage than Trey Lance. And that was even a comment that we talked about. Like,
Jordan Love didn't look bad last year. He looked bad 2 years ago when he came in against the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Last year wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Lance, he had his chance last year. Like, they gave you the starting job.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, this is a new year. So, everything I've heard, Sam Darnold has outperformed Trey Lance in training camp. So, this is a new year. Like, you got to deal with that now. It's not like you could turn back the clock and say, oh, yeah, we're just going to give you the starting job. It's like, no, you got to work for this.
Yeah.
And he couldn't even beat Sam Darnold out for QB2.
And the thing, and this is the other thing with Sam Darnold, right? Sam, kind of like Mitch, kind of like Mason, might not be the guy you want starting at quarterback in a game for you, but in a practice setting, they're going to be good enough that you're going to have to come out there every single day and be sharp. Every single day, you're going to have to be your best self. Now, you can cook them if you are who you are capable of being, but their floor is high enough for NFL practice that they are going to look good. Like, that's just, that's just how it is, man. That's just how it is. And I do feel like for Trey, man, that does kind of send some flags up. You like, bro, we know he at least knows how to practice. Like, you can't even get him there. I don't know what the offseason was like for Trey, though, because he was coming back from injury. So that's another part. And his game on paper was predicated on his athleticism, right? At least that part adds to why he was drafted as high, because he could run fast as well as have a strong arm and all the other stuff. Is that compromised? Was it compromised at any point? Like I said, I just don't know, man.
Yeah. He's probably getting traded.
No.
We got to fish momentum.
Do you want him in Pittsburgh? I figure we got to ask that every time. Somebody, should we go get him? Should we trade for Trey Lance?
No.
Are you sure, Deke? You don't want to go trade for Trey Lance, Deke? Are you sure?
100%.
Okay. All right.
We're good.
All right. I'm with you as well. First off, I think what San Fran is going to be looking to ask is just like, bro, I don't want no parts of that. And he's just too unproven to me. Based on what we've seen from Mason, Mitch, I'm good with both of them as the backup to Kenny. And I definitely don't want to bring in Trey Lance to say that you're going to be my starter over Kenny when I don't even know anything about you as a starter. I'm good on that, man. So, yeah.
Fish Momentum says, I'm ready for Penn State, West Virginia. Pitt versus WVU. Hashtag TG.
Okay. Yeah, those back-to-back weekends, huh? Yeah. Start him up, man.
Pop Rose, my son was born today. Now he's listening to the best pod.
Bro, Congrats to you, man. Congrats, Pops. Let's go, man. Salute you and salute your son as well, man, on his born day, man. Let's get it. And appreciate both of y'all for rocking with us, tapping in, man. He's getting some good info today, Deke. That's what he's getting.
I think so. That might not be a bad idea either.
Come on, man.
If any of you guys have significant others or wives that are pregnant, maybe you put some headphones up to their stomach and have the kid listen to my takes. Have the baby listen to my takes.
How when babies are born in Pittsburgh, they throw that terrible towel on them. They need to be a part of the prenatal class, the prenatal education information packet. You need to take your headphones while Moats and Deke talk and just put it up on the belly just so they can hear it. Yeah. Let them come out the right type of fans. Yeah.
Juby28, Apple users are delusional. LOL. Deke, time to see who is in or out from the league last season.
Huh? Ooh, he said, in terms of like the final list of whoever, because you said last year you had people that said they were going to come back in this year for the Madden League. So I think he's saying like it's time for them to like tap in. If they ain't ready, what they doing?
He's right. I need to get on that. Booman318, I drunk the Kool-Aid. It's official. We playoff bound.
Let's go.
I see good things with this team this year. Offense looks like they can match the defense with production. Yeah.
Boo man, I don't think it's necessarily drinking the Kool-Aid or anything like that, man. I think you're believing what you're seeing, and rightfully so. The biggest critique from the preseason for the Pittsburgh Steelers is what? You can't really fault them for anything that you've seen this year, right, in the preseason. What is the negative? If I had to nitpick and say, okay, what are two negatives about the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2023? The second unit or third unit offensive line gets a little bit leaky at times in protection. My inside linebackers, if they got a matchup versus a super athletic first-round caliber tight end, that could be an issue. Other than that, everything looks great. So, to me, I don't think you have to make it like, you shouldn't be believing it. No. Your eyes are telling you the truth. in terms of a person that would lean a little bit on the skeptic side, if you make the case about the lack of starters that they've played against, okay, cool, fine. But the rebuttal is this. Did it ever look close? Because if it looks close, then yeah, you legitimate, right? If your starters are playing backups and it looks close, you should feel concerned. You should be like, you know what? Maybe our starters aren't good. Hey, Deke, did that look close at any point yesterday with our starters out there, bro?
No.
Like just in a little bit. What about running the ball? Did it look close a little bit? Nothing? Throwing the ball?
No.
What about on defense? Could we rush the passer on defense?
It was easy out there.
Were we giving explosive play? It had to be some explosive pass plays going on with the first units, D, right? No, nothing? It looked like starters versus whoever was out there, nameless great faces?
Yeah, final score probably could have been like 70-80 to nothing.
Okay. That's my big day. So for the people that, oh, well, they ain't, man, it was the backups. I don't know why y'all getting so hyped. Okay, well, they whooped up on the backups and made it look like they were playing against backups. Am I supposed to not believe that George Pickens can go up top on somebody? I've already seen him do that in the stadium. Am I supposed to not believe that Deontay Johnson can beat press man and get downfield and make a catch downfield? We've already seen him do that ample times. Kenny's already proven last season in the games that he could throw it downfield, throwing strikes, dots, as Deke likes to call it, right? So it's just confirming what we already have known. And if you were a little bit, hesitant about believing in it, I think it just gives you more reasons to not hesitate as much, to say, you know what, man, they are putting some legitimate stuff on tape, and it's not just in practice, it's carrying over into the stadiums. So, yeah, man, believe it. You should be believing it. I'm believing it. Believe it, man.
I think this is the next one. 828 style? No. We got an upper room member. Juby28 gifted one to Christian Manzi.
Shout out to Juby28. And you said Christian Manzi, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We actually do got to pause on that because we did get a nice color contribution, super chat from Grayson Brown, man. So I did want to make sure that we acknowledge him real quick, man, because, yeah, when you playing like that, that's different. That speak a little louder. Hey.
You know what? This is actually kind of piggybacking off what I was saying earlier about AI, too. Grayson Brown says, don't worry, Deke and Moats. AI will always be bound to where humans are at the current moment in time. It cannot create its own data set. It literally needs human information to replicate anything. Intelligence is not knowledge. It's from lived experience.
I like that.
That's kind of what they were saying on the podcast I was listening to. I'm glad he was able to put words to it and
he made it
just
sound
be smarter
really
than
simple.
me.
He made that sound. My question is, I watched Terminator, and this is thing called Skynet. All right, and in the movie Terminator, what Skynet did, they couldn't create anything new, but they were smart enough because we made them too smart. I'm concerned that we're gonna make them too smart. Can we make them too smart? Because like in Skynet, they created a nuke. And they nuked us before we could nuke them. You catch my drift?
I never saw Terminator.
It's a whole bunch of them, bro. Yeah. It's all right, though. It's a classic, but it's all right. But, anywho, they were smart enough to do certain things like that or send a dude back in time to go kill, the guy that was going to create or be the leader to knock out the AI. Like, they were that far advanced, all because we created them that far, or we made them that smart. So that's another part. I'm just like,
right.
Even the iRobot made them too smart. But shout out to you though. Definitely Grayson Brown. I do feel good about them not being able to create their own data set though. Shout out.
828 style. Am I on the right path here?
Yeah. I've been
a Steeler fan for a long time. It's been a long time since I've experienced that something special from a Steelers team. We've had great teams, but not the feel of togetherness that I see happening with this one.
Mm-hmm. Respect, man. Respect. You feel like that?
That's a great way to put it. Yeah, there's something to this squad. There's an extra element. There's an it factor to the squad, it feels like. I know we talk about it factor a lot with quarterback, but I think it has it with this team too.
Yeah.
There's a togetherness. I like the way he put that.
Yeah, I look at it.
I think it's those Infinity Stones that help.
It definitely does. Definitely does. I would say
family, brotherhood.
In terms of just their like urgency, I feel like as a team, and because they are young, I feel like they're in the prove it stage. And I think it's a difference. You know, when you watched them last night, right? The Falcons had said that they weren't going to play their starters. Every human element would say for the ones specifically to take your foot off the gas pedal because like me, like you said, we had already seen enough, right? We knew that this team could score. We didn't need to see them out there in that third game. So they could have easily went out there and was like, bro, we're chilling. And we've seen people, even on our team, do that before, right? And it's not an issue. We would have been like, all right, cool, man, just get out of there healthy. But the difference, I feel like, is this team is going to go out there and try to prove that they are great, that they can be a great team, that they can be that caliber team. And that's something that I do feel makes them dangerous because they have that type of energy where they're not going to allow themselves to come out flat. Oh, man, we supposed to be favorites this week. Deke, man, we got this bum team coming up. I don't feel like they're going to allow themselves, just based on what we've already seen in these 3 preseason games, the intensity that they've come out with offense, defense, and special teams wise. That is another reason why I'm feeling good about them as well, because that's the type of stuff that carries over into the regular season. That's not skill related. That is simply a mentality thing. And a lot of times that mentality is the difference because everybody skill wise were either equal to each other or very, very close together. And I mean, we even see it, right? How a first rounder could get beat by a nobody at times or vice versa because of the talent is right there. We're all close. But if your mentality when you go out there is I'm going to be the best, I'm trying to hurt you, I'm trying to make you look bad, I'm trying to dog you out, that is usually what sways it in your favor. And I do feel like we got that type of energy where we try and hit you in your face, offensively, defensively. They finishing on folk. I'm watching Naj. I'm like, bro, Naj running it. He pissed off with these dudes. It's the preseason. Like, you see the energy, though. I'm looking at Kenny. I'm like, bro, he's locked in. Here's the pass to GP. Hey, man, come on. Hey, hurry up, man. We locked in. Let's go. We ain't wasting time. I'm watching Connor Heyward run the rock, Deke. Connor finishing on folk. I'm like, bro, that's what we on. Quan FaceTiming people after he done already gave up the 40+ K. Playing for free right now. He's still over there hitting folk. A Landon Roberts. Did a Landon, who is a, 5th, 6-year vet, then got paid multiple spots coming off of a career year, 100+ tackles. Did he look like he was chilling last night, man? He ain't look like that game was just a 3rd preseason game. And that's that mentality thing that I'm talking about, man. If you can have that type of energy in the 3rd preseason game when you know for a fact that team said they're not going to play their starters, I feel really, really good that carries over into the regular season, man.
I think this team got Super Bowl on the mind. That's why.
Facts, bro.
I don't think it's coincidence a lot of these veterans sign with the team. It's been around the block for a while. Like a Quan, like a Keanu Neal, KZ coming back, Pat P, Landon Roberts, like you mentioned. Like, these dudes have won Super Bowls, some of them, or been to Super Bowls. Yeah. Like Landon Roberts have a couple with the Patriots. Herbig, he's been around the block. Say Malu with the Eagles. I think they know what time it is.
Pat P could have signed anywhere.
Exactly.
Signed here this offseason.
Christian Matthias, am I right here? Mm-hmm. Execution is execution. Preseason doesn't matter.
Exactly. You control what you can control. Would we be tripping if we had just got done beating the Chiefs last week, and now this week we were playing the Cardinals? No. What would we be expecting, Deke? Perfect execution. We would be expecting the offense to look clean, no turnovers, no pre-snap penalties. We would expect the defense to create turnovers, be aggressive. We would expect special teams to give us a splash play. It does not matter. As long as our guys going out there doing what they're supposed to do, that's exactly what you want to see. Yeah, that's the mindset, man.
Young Yash, Steeler, we are coming in. No, actually, hold on. 8-2-8 style, I think. He says, I've said it before and I'll say it again. It takes at least 3 years for an OC to build a team that fits his system. And if a coach is patient, you see the fruits of its labor. Mike T is a genius. # here we go.
No, he's absolutely right. Most people just aren't patient. And the NFL typically is not patient. Most organizations aren't patient. The beauty with the Steelers are they're patient. Now, we've won enough early on in those, whether it was Bill Cowher or obviously even when Coach C took over, they've won enough early on where whenever they did need that time for, ownership to be patient with them, it was, earned and given to them. Whereas, like I said, a lot of other places, it's not the case. That's why you see the hiring and firing cycle literally every, year to 2 years. You got to fire over the dude. They got to hire a new guy over here. And you don't build any continuity like that. Whereas here in Pittsburgh, that's one of the reasons why I came here. And even why I stayed here, the continuity. That is special, man. So, yeah, you're absolutely right, man. Absolutely.
Young Yesh, Steelers, we are coming and we are bringing one problem. Hashtag Pickens.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, GP continue to look like GP. I got to see my GP and my DJ do what they needed to do. Yeah. And both in signature ways, too. GP signature, I'm a dunk on you. And DJ signature, boy, I'm all the way open with it. I love it. And KP8 being able to tap both of them. You want me to throw it in the tight window, combat catch style? I got you, player. Don't you trip. Oh, you want me to hit that beautiful throw it over there? All right, don't worry about that. I can make that spiral too. Hey, man. It's looking good. Looking good.
Yep, get used to it. 828 style. Yeah, we played the second team and we scored 14 quick points like we were supposed to. Would have been worrying if we would have been scoreless. Hashtag we don't live in fear.
1,000%. If they went out there and looked like a second team offense, yeah, it's a different convo. Way different. If our defense went out there and like a second team defense, way different convo. Heck, if our special teams unit went out there and like a second team special teams unit, it'd be a different convo. But they didn't. They looked like starters in the NFL. And if you're playing in an NFL game, I've said this numerous times, you are good. There is no such thing as a terrible NFL player. Nah. They're good players, man. It's just like I said, man, we executed, we did what we were supposed to do, and we made it look like these were our best players versus whoever you want to throw out there. Absolutely, man. We did miss 1-828, so I'm going to get him real quick.
Dude, I am all over the place today.
You're good, though, man. We cooking, bro. No trip. He says, I like Mike T. He says, I think Mike T knows he's a good guard, but I think he's really hoping he could be good at center because of his athleticism, to be able to do some of the things that's in Matt Canada's offense that we haven't seen. Dude runs a 4.840. He's talking about Kendrick Green, because earlier on we were talking about Kendrick Green at center versus at guard and why, last night he played well versus why other times when we're at center specifically, we've seen him really struggle. The athleticism that he possesses, absolutely you want that. That's what Marquise Pouncey was. You take it back before Marquise Pouncey, you think of DeMarnie Dawkins, you think of Mike Webster, right? Dudes that are athletic enough and strong enough that they can pull from the center position. As a defender, that is a nightmare scenario, man. It just changes how you view stuff. It changes the speed of dudes getting there. It's a lot that comes with that. That's why Marquise Pouncey was so dope when he got here in the league. We're playing against you like, bro, how do you go from here to up there as an extra blocker? Like, what? No, that's not supposed to happen like that. So that is something that Kendrick possesses, and he does it at a high level. The problem is for Kendrick, he is very different in stature than those other guys I just named. So where their athleticism doesn't hurt them because they still have the size to handle some of them big power rushers, Kendrick athleticism is largely because of him being smaller in stature, and that's the part that hurts him more than helps him when he's facing some of them big body dudes, and especially at center where they really just isolate him in the regular season. In the preseason, they're not game planning it like that, and that's why we said he kind of got, a better draw this game versus Bills and Bucks.
828 style. The elites don't care about people not having jobs. They only care about the gross profit. Mm-hmm. People don't care about people. The world is full of hate, and the only way to keep peace nowadays is to lie to people.
I get what you're saying. I'm not going to completely go there, but you got to lie to them to keep the peace. But I do get what you're saying about people in general. And a lot of people do care about the profit part. That is something that does get lost at times. But I understand because everybody wants to feel like they got something to hold on to. And the way the world be seeming, it's like, man, everybody just fast. So it's like, I ain't got time to worry about a person. I got to try to keep up. So it sucks. Hopefully, though, we as a society can, be better at that going forward, one day at a time.
Got to get mine, right?
Yeah, man. That's what they say.
Corey Boggs, what's up, guys? I'll be up in Pittsburgh for week 1. Are we tailgating anywhere? Looking for a good one for me and my wife and my mom. Also, put me on the Madden list.
Shout out. If you're looking for a tailgate, you already know you got to holler at my partner, them over there at the Terrible Tailgate. Talking about young Kevin. And you can find him on Twitter. It's like Kevin Adams on Twitter, something like that, right? Usually he always throw all his like tailgate stuff, but he was the one that we used to partner with for the tailgate. That's still going on. It's still super dope over there. Red Lot 5A is the place to be, man. But yeah, definitely check that out, man. The Terrible Tailgate. That'd be the one that I would recommend, man, if you're down here on the south side. Lord. Thinking about the actual practice facility. If you're down there on the North Shore, yes. By the stadium. There we have it.
Steeler Nation on fire. Moats, our boy Dobbs was traded to the Cardinals.
I saw that, bro. I saw that. I kind of felt like conflicted a little bit, though. I was excited about it because I think it's a great. I was gonna say it's a great opportunity for him, but at the same time, I was like, dang, man, like I wanted you to stay in Cleveland. I liked you in Cleveland. It was like right up the road. Yeah. But AZ fire. He's going to enjoy himself.
I mean, they're tanking. It's official.
He's going to enjoy himself in AZ. It's going to be like Tennessee, man. Tennessee, think he went to Tennessee. No expectations, go out there and ball. This is a perfect scenario for him, man.
It is.
I think it's like this. I like this opportunity way better than the Jacksonville opportunity because Jacksonville had Gardner Minshew hot off of first year Gardner Minshew. He just had the energy. You know what I mean? So it was a little tougher. Right now, Kyler's on the shelf, man.
He also says Dobbs needs to join the Bills to complete the Moats triangle.
Hey, if he joined Buffalo, y'all know I'm pulling up with a Dobbs jersey, and y'all wouldn't be able to tell me nothing.
828 style. Look, people, there's no perfect team in the NFL. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Every team's got some flaws. Next, Richard Arbizo, I believe. Kenny proved he can make any throw. Tight coverage or downfield with a weak arm. In quotation marks. Yeah. Elite defense with a... Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, elite defense with a potentially elite offense. He's talking about the Steelers. 13-4 looks realistic to me.
Yeah. I can definitely understand that, man.
Go
ahead. You go ahead, man. You go first.
Oh, that's what I was saying. The haters out there want to talk about the Pickett throws being in preseason and whatnot. Those throws travel. I mean, those are tight window throws. I mean, the throws he's made all preseason will travel into regular season. So, I don't think that's one of those things you got to be looking at preseason and trying to decipher, oh, man, what kind of coverage was he going up against? No, it was a really nice throw to Deontay. Deontay got the separation. He put that rating between the safety, the defender that was on Deontay, and the sideline. And then for Pickens, if anything, you could rip on Pickens for not getting more separation.
Don't. Why you looked at me when you said that?
And on Pickens on the slant against the Buccaneers. There was no separation there either.
Don't look at
those were good throws. All these throws have been really good
when you say that,
Pickett.
man. Don't look over here when you say that. Don't put me on the separation train.
Yeah, the one he made to Moose
perfect.
in the second game, that was against the Bills' first team defense.
Perfect.
Yeah,
everything looked perfect. And GP got more than enough separation. He got long arms.
And those throws looked effortless. Dare I say?
You mean he ain't throw his arm out throwing them out?
No.
It was a smooth rotation. I agree.
Very easy.
I agree with you, man. To me, told you the throw that I really enjoyed the most was the Allen Robinson third down pickup versus Buffalo last week, just because of him having to go through the progressions, extend, make the throw away from the hook defender and stuff like that. The Pickens throw was beautiful, though. If you're going to take a shot downfield, you put it where the receiver has a chance to legitimately catch the ball. It looked, man, to me, that was like when we joked about Mitch throwing it to Cody White, and we're like, yeah, you just got to know who you throwing it to. That was, you know who he throwing it to. Like, that's the type of ball you put right there for George Pickens. And you saw him catch that effortlessly as well, because George has clearly proven that those aren't 50-50 balls for him anymore. Them 70-30s, them 70-30 balls. So definitely like that. And then the Deontay throw I thought was dope just because you're beating the cover 2 look. Deeper than the shallow, but it's got to get there before the safety. If you can do that, we know that arm is plenty strong. And then even week 2, when he talked about the middle throw, back shoulder, Matt Milano as the middle runner, safety, about 2 yards outside of Moof, and you put that ball back shoulder so Moof is catching it away from the linebacker, but not out, from the core of his body where it's either out of reach or the safety becomes a factor in it. That, once again, elite level accuracy and strength on that throw. So yeah, I don't see any issues in terms of like the arm strength part, but I wasn't really big on that train though. Yeah.
Right. I wasn't either, but for those people that have complained about that, look at these throws in preseason, and also, I'm telling you, I'm witnessing a velocity increase as well. Like the arm was already there, but I have definitely noticed.
I know you
more juice on these throws.
I was like, Deke, go 5. It's always better. It's always a way for him to just be.
Like, it is. I'm telling you, my eyes aren't lying, man.
It's like when is he not?
The arm was already adequate. I was fine with it, but that's who this guy is, though. This guy works his ass off. He's improving his arm strength in the offseason. What can I say? He's perfecting Canada's offense, learning it, getting the ins and the outs, building chemistry with receivers, improving arm strength, footwork. He's doing it all. Big year, too.
Let's go.
Troy Mason Jr. We have more chemistry than a couple that's been married for 20 years.
Let's go.
See, that's a complicated statement because some people that are married for 20 years lose all their chemistry, right?
So I was like, yo, it's not always a good thing to be married for 20 years, man.
Some husbands and wives hate each other.
Yeah, I'm like, you realize they don't even sleep in the same room. It's like, yeah.
But obviously he's trying to make this positive. Says he loves what he's seeing. The O-line play is so good, it makes me want to cry happy tears. LFG, Steeler Nation.
He said tears of joy. Let's go. What did I do to deserve this? Oh. I know you ain't heard that song. That's Rick Ross, though. It's all good. It's all good.
I know some Rick Ross songs. I guess just not that one.
Tears of Joy was fire, bro. Yeah.
Speeding. I like that one.
At least you always say every day I'm hustling, all right?
Oh, no, that one. Yeah, I like that one, too. Oh, yeah. That's a classic.
Yeah. All right. All good, bro. All good.
What else we got for Rick Ross?
What else we got for Rick Ross? Oh, my gosh.
I know more than that. Just not on the top of my head.
All good, bro. All good, man.
Humong Yash, I said the NFL needs to flex the Niners Steelers to Sunday night.
He said flex the week 1. No, we know this is Sunday. Who's the Sunday night slate this year?
I'm not sure. Yeah,
it's like a 3-game slate though, anyway, ain't it?
We definitely should be at least 4:00 and on. Definitely. That's a huge game. That's definitely one of the top 3 or 5 games from week 1.
You think so right now?
Yeah. So Lions Chiefs Thursday night. We can't even count that one because Chiefs were always going to play.
Right, because they went
Thursday night. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Bengals Browns. That's a 1:00 game. Ravens Texans. Vikings Bucks 1:00.
That's crazy. Bengals Browns is 1:00, but no Joe Burrow. I guess it was already set for 1:00 anywho. But
you think he's out for week 1?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, have you heard that he's playing?
Yeah, I haven't really heard one way or another. I'm just assuming he is.
See, I was assuming that he won't. The way that Jamar told him, hey, chill out, wait till week 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but Jamar had said that like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Yeah, do that, please.
So that's what I thought. It
please,
was like,
please
gonna
do
be
that.
chilling. Yeah,
I would appreciate that since he did that. Falcons, Panthers, Cardinals, Commanders, Colts, Jaguars, us, 49ers, Saints, Titans, Broncos, Raiders. These are 4. Now we're getting into 4:00s. Patriots, Eagles, 4:00. Seahawks, Rams, 4:00.
Patriots, Eagles only at 4. I'm a little surprised.
Chargers, Dolphins, 4. That's a good one. Bears, Packers. That's terrible. That's 4.
But it's the oldest rivalry in all of football.
Giants, Cowboys is the Sunday night, and then Jets, Bills Monday.
You know you got to have America's team on. Everybody know that. You got to have America's team on. Is the game in New York or is the game in Dallas?
New York.
That's where the whole Odell situation happened.
Yeah, you could sell me on Giants, Cowboys being Sunday night. That's fine. But after that, Chargers, Dolphins is a good one. And
I
then
like the Eagles won. I thought the Eagles could have had some action in prime time.
That's not bad. I don't know if people were as high on the Patriots.
I'm with you on that. I just thought the Patriots were enough of a name, and with Philly coming out of the Super Bowl, that you would just kind of like how we talk about when you win the Super Bowl, you always start the year out on Thursday night. I'm like, they got a lot of their team coming back. Yeah.
I think we should be. So it's basically the same situation with that Patriots-Eagles game that we have with Steelers-49ers because it's AFC team on the East Coast at home against an NFC team.
Yeah.
So I think we should be in that 4 o'clock spot instead of Patriots-Eagles. I think we have a better game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're top 4, 5 games in week 1.
Yeah, and I was saying, put it like this: if they were just comparing both of the matchups and they decided Eagles 4 o'clock over us because they were in the Super Bowl, I could understand that too, honestly.
Juju rivalry, too.
Yeah, like
Juju beef with the Eagles.
Because I'm like, other than that, it's not a lot of a difference with those two matchups. Because like the rest of the matches I'm with you is like
all the other ones for
like,
the 4 o'clock are West Coast games.
Yeah.
Outside the Bears, they got the Midwest matchup here. Bears Packers.
That's at 1 o'clock, right?
That's 4.
It needs to be at 1. That game's I don't want to see that.
It's a little interesting with Fields and Love, but ours is still way better.
Is it interesting? Why is that interesting? Definitely more interesting than ours.
I agree, 100%. I agree. Okay, so next one.
Think we had 2 that pulled up earlier, or there's 2 that was like lost in the shuffle real quick.
Wow, I'm terrible.
You good, Brian? Bro, it's a Friday. It's the freaking weekend, baby. R. Kelly, I'm sorry. I'll be free. I'm gonna remember it next time, guys. Y'all know that. All right, Jacob Glenn says KP is gonna go for them 3K on the passing yards, and he says 21 touchdowns, 7 picks. That's a 3-to-1 ratio. I low key like that. And he says 12-5 record. I like that as well, man.
I think you're underselling him on the yards, though.
You told me you ain't care about stats,
I don't,
Deke.
but
how's he understand? You told me you don't care about stats, Deke. Which one is it, man?
At least 3,500.
Why that? You said he's
That's
gonna
like
be what
floor.
they need him to be.
I'm fine. Yeah, I don't care.
Maybe that's all they need him to be.
And that's the stat line, and we're winning. That's fine.
Yeah,
Completely
he said
fine with
12-5. Showing 12-5. 12-5, 3K, 3-to-1 touchdown. Yeah, man, that's a great number 2 seed.
3,000's low though.
Why?
It's low.
Who said that?
Because I think the floor, just based off what he was doing last year, is like 32 or 3,300.
But we had to account for interceptions. We're cutting down. He's only saying 7 picks.
Yeah, I think that's a given. I think I made the call less than 10. I think he's going to have a pretty clean year.
That's what I thought. 3K, 21 7.
Yeah, all I'm saying is I think he's shortened the yards a little
bit.
He's shortened the yards.
Yeah.
I think he gets at least 3,500.
At least 35. All right.
Yeah, it's not that much. I mean, I think it's like 200 a game.
Yeah, because 4,500 was just 265 a game. Yeah.
Jay Swizzle, going to my first home game this season against the Jags. Got seats section 137. Can't wait to hear Renegade in person.
Bro, ain't nothing like it. Even though when I was at the game, they played it in the third quarter, Deke. It was absolutely weird. Everybody's like, oh, it's a little too early. But I guess because the game was as out of hand as it was, you could do stuff like that. It was bored. Just dropped it early. But yeah, man, when they play it for real, in stadium, and that game going to be nuts too.
That's a good one.
That's going to be a fun game to be at. Oh, that's going to be a fun game. Yeah, you're going to lose your mind. Make sure you got your terrible towel. Warm your shoulder up, though. All right? When it's end of the third, heading into the fourth, just start shrugging it. Because if you come in that thing a little cold and you ain't, you know what I'm saying, oil it up a little bit, man, you might hurt your little self, all right? So just a little heads up for you. But other than that, man, it's going to be electric.
I just wanted to check to see what those tickets are going for right now. Because the one ticket I don't have
is that game
for this season. No, it's the opening day. And those tickets are like $220 for the nosebleeds. But the Jaguars games around like $100 for upper decks. That's not bad. That's reasonable. But yeah, $220 for that home opener.
Do you think they would change the prices if both teams got hot?
I'm sure it would go up. Yeah, I'm sure. When's that Jaguars game? I'm sure if, we're sitting at like 6-1 or something. Right. Jaguars are like 5-2.
Yeah.
That'll probably go up to $200.
Mm-hmm.
Corey Boggs, am I good here? Oh no, I already read him. Hold on. Let me get this right. Let me recalibrate here. Let me recalibrate. Okay, we're good. 828 style. I enjoyed watching the game, but was torn because they were cooking my cousin, cornerback Breon Borders. I felt so bad for him. I had to call my auntie and apologize.
Dang. It be like that, bro. I like that, though, man. I like that. It be your own blood, man. It be your own flesh blood to do it to you.
Troy Mason Jr., we have more chemistry than a couple. I already read this. I'm all over the place, dude.
Yeah, because you're reading accurate comments. It's just like the order is crazy, though. But
Richard Arbiza, how about that? Rick Ross got carried on a whole lot of money, though.
What? Fair enough. I don't hate it. I mean, that's probably his worst verse. That's the AB joint. Just throw you a little throwaway. I don't hate it.
Eric, good name. Coming up from Idaho for week 2 with my pops, LFG.
Let's go. I like the father-son bonding time, man. Shout out to the Erics in the world, man. Let's go, man. Everybody needs an Eric in their life. Just remember that.
Troy Mason Jr., I think 83 should be the full-time fullback. We would confuse a lot of defenses with that look. What do you think?
I mean, I'm with you. I would just say if I was a defense, I'm going to just treat him as a tight end if he's on the field, or I'll mess around and treat him as like a back. And the personnel I would just say is like Queens personnel. So 2 backs, 0 tight ends. Or every time he out there, man, that's 12 personnel. If him, Darnell, and Moof out there, then 13 personnel. Just because of how many plays, just going off the percentages, how many plays would we expect him to be a lead blocker? But the one thing I will say about Connor is this, though, man. He continues to show more and more versatility. We know he could go out and catch the ball. We know he could play in space in the slot. We know he can do some of the moving around stuff. But, man, watching him actually run the ball in the games like that, I did low-key thought he was a better runner than I thought he was, man. And I seen him carry the rock in like training camp practice. It didn't look like that.
He looks like a better running back than actual running back.
Like, low-key, I was like, bro, you kind of explosive.
Dare I say he looks more smooth than Anthony McFarland.
Okay, I was like, bro.
Anthony McFarland has more speed, but he's still choppy, man. I don't know if he's trustworthy.
You see it,
he had a good game yesterday. I'll give him props, but
even,
man.
It's like, yo, make the dude miss. And him in space look really different than Jaylen Warren in space.
Yeah.
Even though he's faster, it's like, I'm with you. Yes.
Like, if Abanikanda gets cut, we need to make that move.
But the way Connor was toting the rock, I was like, yo, if Connor can do that, but then he did. You see, he took a shot. He ain't used to get dunked on. I got worried there. Because it's a different type of hitting. His value is starting to go down. You play running back, you see? He played running back. At tight end or slot, we ain't never see him. He tried to play it off and give a dap, too, as he ran off, too. I'm like, bro, that it hurt. It's different. Running backs, man, y'all getting shot. Yeah, all right. That's why I don't want to play that. You don't want to be on that. You don't want to touch that rock, man. But Connor, man, like, it low-key really surprised me that he could do that, man. So, if he rolling like that, man, I'm liking him on the field more, man. I definitely do. I think that he's gonna have a little bit of a role on this offense. I don't know, like, how many touches per se, but in terms of snaps, I do feel like he's gonna be out there a good amount of times, man.
Yeah, rightfully so. Yeah. D Herbo, Broderick had a good 2 to 3 pancakes, literally. Broderick looked good, I thought. That was his best game.
Yeah, he definitely did. Thought he played with more urgency, better finish. Still had, I had probably one play where I circled and was like, God dang, come on, man, give me a little bit more here. But other than that, man, I thought that he played with a lot more urgency. I thought that he responded really well to last week, and that's what you want to see. We talked about that with Kendrick, right? Responding from less than ideal performance or having some adversity and still being able to show up, mentally be locked in, still go out there and perform at a high level or perform at your best level. I thought for, watching Broderick last week to this week, I thought that he played with way more urgency. I thought that he finished a lot better. He could still be better in that vein, but he did look like he was more into it, more enthused about it. Whereas, like we talked about at times, was he just disinterested because, he's the first rounder playing against, some dudes late in these preseason games? Was he fatigued? We weren't really sure. To me, I just thought that he looked a lot better from start to finish this week. in comparison to last week. But it was interesting though. With that lineup, Dan Moore was with the ones at left tackle. When we brought Broderick in the first series, Dan Moore went to right tackle.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, but this was the thing. So when I talked about the one play with Broderick where I was like, man, I want you to finish better, the Mitch scramble where he took off, Broderick is at left, giving up some pressure, inside rush. I'm just like, I feel like you could finish this better. I don't think it was the bull rush that got him, more as just not having that urgency of I got to drive you and actually take you past the quarterback type thing. I looked at it more like that, but Dan was at right tackle and he was walling his dude on a speed rush by, so it was like a cool little tandem between both of them dudes.
The future.
Yeah, but that's why I was just like, man, Broderick finished the play. If you finish it, Dan running the dude by, Mitch got a pocket, we straight. So it is some hope with that though. It definitely is some hope because now we've seen it in stadium and it's on tape. So did like that part, but dope. But as a whole, though, I did think Broderick played a lot better this week, though, man. So I'm excited about it. I still feel like Dan Moore did what he was supposed to do at left tackle. Definitely did what he's supposed to do at left tackle. So, yeah, he's going to be that starter, at least for week one. We'll see what happens after that. But, yeah, it was good to at least see from Broderick. I wonder, was it because you remember how GP said that's like their home stadium, right? Playing at Georgia. He's like they always over at the what they call the Superdome, right? Yeah. For all their championships and stuff. So maybe that's what it was. Good too. Heck yeah. They was just like, I'm back home, baby. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
There was one play. I don't know if I'm reaching on this, but there was I think it was just a goal line run. It might have even been McFarland's touchdown. Mm-hmm. Broderick had his guy blocked, and then it looked like he made that extra effort to just go try to deck someone else. Yep. I really like that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Colton Troy Fu. Aloha, my brothers. My 14th annual birthday bowl is September 17th. I know it's a long shot, but you guys are invited. It's flag, and there is fumbles and a pass rush.
Let's go. I'm
probably
honored. I am honored to be invited to your 14th annual birthday bowl, man. I would check my schedule. You said September. It doesn't look great for it, but I appreciate the invitation, though. I appreciate the invitation.
I think I'm out.
Yeah. The odds aren't in your favor that I'm going to be there. But the fact that you invited me, there's always a chance. So you got to remember.
I do appreciate that.
Yeah, seriously,
I'm
man.
the type of guy who appreciates the invites, but don't really commit to it and sometimes don't even go after getting invited. But I like the invites.
Yeah. When you invite me, it lets me know I was on your mind.
Yep.
As long as I was on your mind, we good, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, give me the invite. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for Supers right now.
I like it. All right, so do we have anything left that you wanted to talk specifically about the game? Because if not, I had some questions that I was going to present just for us to wrap about real quick.
Okay. Well, G. Alexander just dropped one right here.
Moats, Wagwan? You talking about that G. Alexander? Man,
He's
what
here.
it do, baby? Let's ride, man. We got G. This how you know the season here, bro. G. Alexander's in the saddle with us, bro. Salute you, man. We missed you, man. You know we missed you.
Where's he been? That's man. That's my question.
Hey, you know what? he needed to take a Matt Canada detox. That's what it was. All right. He wasn't the biggest fan of that situation, I'm sure. He wasn't the biggest fan of the team as a whole, I'm sure, at times. So he just needed to take a refresher. And now he back. He back now.
I'm just messing.
Yeah, he back.
Wagwan Moats, good to see everyone in football is back. Like Coach T said, can't fight if you don't spar. They look like they're ready to fight. The NFL is on notice. They intend to do some damage.
Good I'm with
takes.
you on that, man. I'm with you. And, yeah, I agree. We feel a lot better about the team because of what we saw in 3 essential sparring scenarios, right? 5 drives total from the starting offense. Starting defense was a little bit different because just even yesterday, they was having Pat P and Mink out there a little bit longer than I expected.
And Highsmith.
Highsmith was
I don't
out
know
there.
why Highsmith's getting this raw deal.
For a long time, bro. Highsmith played for a long time
What's
yesterday.
Highsmith got on Tomlin?
I was like, bro, I was like, you really got him out there this long? Hey, bro, they was rotating everybody else.
I could see an extra series after TJ. I could see that. Maybe 2 series total, but it had to have been 4.
Deke,
4
it was
5.
a point where I'm like, yo, y'all done rotated every linebacker out but Highsmith, bro. It's just like, what did he do, man? Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. But we feel really good because we've seen these dudes have to hit a little bit. They have to punch a little bit. They done took some punches a little bit, right? Handled them extremely well. That's what you want to see. And yeah, that analogy is great, man. I love it. And that's, like I said, we talk about Coach T. I do like this approach, but as a player, this is a part of that approach we talked about where he's like, yo, that sparring element, that MMA camp element, that I'm going to beat you up. I want to make sure you hardened. I want to make sure that you've experienced some stuff. As players, when you're going through it, you're like, bro, this sucks. Why can't you rest us like all these other coaches are doing their teams around their players around the league, right? Why can't we have days of not being in pads as often? But you love it when it's late in the year. When you talk about how all through November and December last year, we talked about being the more physical team, offensively and defensively, right? We talked about winning the battle in the trenches. This is a part of that mentality that every single time you're out there, we trying to be more physical and punch them in the mouth. That's what you're seeing, and it does not matter who the opponent is. That's what you always hear Coach T talk about, nameless gray faces. It applies not just in the regular season, right? The trap games. Hey, man, you can't worry about the records. It applies in the preseason as well. Because nameless gray faces, you show up out there, Kenny Pickett, George Pickens, Deontay Johnson, starting offensive line unit, as if you're playing the Atlanta Falcons that went to the Super Bowl and was up 28-3 against Tom Brady. That's how you show up. That's the type of energy you need to have. And you saw them. They played as if there was nothing different about this game, as if this game was the biggest, most important game. And that is something that we hang our hat on, man, because that's contagious. That does carry over, man, and that's going to be a big part of why this team is successful, man.
What do you got for your questions?
So.
Moats thoughts.
Yeah, I got some most thoughts. All right. Who are you most impressed with on offense this preseason? And drop that in the chat too, man. Who are y'all most impressed with on offense this preseason?
This is interesting.
Because there's a lot of options, man. And you could have been impressed by a dude taking a jump, a guy that you had lower expectations for, or no expectations for.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like knee-jerk, Kenny Pickett. I mean, literally a perfect passer rating. Leading this offense, 5 series, 5 touchdowns. What was it, 86 or 87% completion rate. We're seeing the dots that he's throwing all over the yard, right? But
if you expect
I mean, I'll be honest, like
that's
I feel like dude's legit. Like, you know what I mean?
I expect that.
Like I saw enough from his rookie season to know, like, if this dude puts in as much work as they're saying this offseason, builds a rapport with the receivers, learns Canada's offense more, starts to take more command, like, I'm going to expect this, man, because I saw what he did at Pitt in senior year. Like, he could pick apart defenses. He's really accurate. And, again, if he's improving the arm strength a little bit, I could even be more deadly. Yeah. So, it's weird. It's like
I feel you,
touch and go.
I feel you.
Like, I want to pick him, but I feel you, man. I think the guy I do want to say is Calvin Austin, just because he was such an unknown.
Okay, respect.
And now I feel like he's going to be a legit weapon for this team.
Respect.
Now, I don't know if this is cheating because some of the plays that he made this preseason were on special teams, because you said offense.
It's not cheating.
Okay.
He is an offense player. I just wanted to make a specific offense player because I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about a defensive player. So for in the chat, I see some of y'all putting defenders in there. We just talking our offensive guy right now in terms of most impressive player for the Steelers this preseason on offense. That's all we're talking about for just this segment right here.
Like, we already know about Pickens, Deontay. And shout out to Deontay. Caught every pass thrown his way.
Hands catching too, huh?
A-Rob, A-Rob. Not really surprised. He was a security valve for Pickett whenever he's escaping the pocket. That's good. That's what you like to see. Another guy I think you can make a case for is Dan Moore, because I thought it was all but guaranteed, or at least I thought, that Broderick Jones was going to be starting week 1.
Bag. Deke, you better cook, Deke. You better cook, man.
Yeah, shout out to
Dan
Moore.
Cook,
although
Deke.
The thing with Dan Moore is, like, I expected him to be good. I was fine with us not drafting a left tackle.
I remember that.
I would have been fine rolling with Dan Moore. Is it the optimal way to go about things on the offensive line? That's up for debate, but we had other positions to look at, like cornerback and whatnot. Yeah. Luckily, we got both in the first and second round with JPJ and Broderick Jones. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was expected that Jones was just going to take over left tackle, and I think Dan Moore deserves praise for not just sitting down and letting that happen.
Man, you bring up a great point, man.
I'm gonna say Calvin Austin though.
I like it.
Pick. Just because we didn't know about this guy. Like he's got the speed. He's got this X factor that we really don't have from anyone else. Not only on the receiving core, but anyone else on the team.
Yeah.
Like that type of speed. I guess McFarland, it's debatable, but Calvin Austin can actually put that speed with
it way better
smoothness and making some better cuts than McFarland. So I'm going with Calvin Austin.
Nah, respect, man. You bring up some great options. I was torn on Kenny because I have very, very high expectations for Kenny Pickett this year. I've had him all off season. Watching him in OTAs made him even more. Watching him in training camp made it even more. So seeing what he's doing in the context of preseason specifically versus some units that aren't starters, like, I expect him, heck, he better look like that because we watched him be a finalist for the Heisman Trophy in college. When you're that caliber and you playing against the second team, I wanted to look just like that version at Pitt. I wanted to look special. That's what it's looked like this all season. That's what it's looked like all preseason. So when I was thinking, I'm like, man, if I believe him like that, then I can't be impressed to that extent because I believe that he can do this. So I was riding with that. You brought up Calvin Austin. I loved what I saw from Calvin. I did. I ain't got a lot of negative about that.
How's the route running?
It's fast. What is it? You tell me his routes.
I think his routes look fine.
You tell me his routes. Who is he routed up? What you tell me the routes. That's all I'm saying.
He had a nice slant catch.
What did we say? What did I just say his whole route tree was last week? Vertical, the stop, shake you off the line, run you slant. That's what he caught versus Kair. That's what he caught yesterday. His lame. He gonna run vertical. He gonna race you down the field. If you get your hands on him, you gonna stop it. We saw that yesterday too. Man, don't shoot the messenger. I just go off what I be seeing, man. George Pickens. Remember I said about separation with him. He looked at me like I was crazy with that. It's like, bro, it's not a lot of separation. He just got a heck of a combat catch radius.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world if you're making catches like that all the time.
It's not the end of the world, man. So I'm not the bad guy for just telling y'all what I be saying, man. Y'all be looking at me like, Mo said he can't run routes. Oh, he hating on him. Like, y'all tell me what y'all saw, man. You seeing the same thing I'm seeing. We all watching the same thing. But yeah. So for me, man, the dude that I ultimately did stop on because Dan Moore was an excellent one too. Excellent one. It was Connor Heyward, man.
Whoa.
Because for me, I didn't know what to expect from Connor this season or this all season, right? You know, I was big on Darnell Washington. Like, I'm so happy to see him here, man, what he brings. And he was out there first tight end up. You saw that. It was move over here, Darnell.
Am I the only one that thought Darnell had a hiccup or two blocking? Everyone's saying like he was flawless out there.
You're right.
I thought he missed on a couple. But he had one or two highlights that people were talking about.
But I feel like when you're watching the flow of the game, if you have a highlight at the right time.
Yeah, and his misses didn't kill us.
Right, and that's what I think. But I
one
know
of them
what
was
you're
a
talking
handoff
about.
to Jalen Moore, and he was able to make things happen because it's Jalen Moore.
Yeah, but I do know what you're talking about. I saw that too. I ain't go there because I ain't want to be called a hater today. I'm just not doing that. All right, I was nervous even bringing up the Broderick part. It's like, yo, everybody's on the Broderick. I'm like, all right, yep, I'm with you. My bad. I'm sorry. I saw what I saw. I'm sorry. All right. But I'm glad that you said that. So Deke's the hater.
You could say it.
Nah, man. Put it on Deke. Don't put it on me. All right. But
you're crossing the line with Calvin Austin's route running, though.
Oh, my gosh. But with Connor, like I said, I just didn't know what I was going to get from him. I didn't know where he was going to fit either on this offense because he's not a fullback in the traditional sense of Rosie Nix or even of a Derek Watt where he's a battering ram. He wasn't legitimately the pure tight end like a Pat Fryer move or even a Zach Gentry. So just trying to see where he would fit, how would his role, his growth look like. To see him this preseason literally at multiple spots have massive impact. Slot as a receiver, off the ball as the move tight end, running the football as a dot running back. It's like, man, what can't this dude do? The athleticism, the versatility, I just think that it almost reminds me of like Will Johnson when he was here. But I think that Connor can give you even more offensive production because of what he does with the ball in his hands. Mm-hmm. But in terms of Will Johnson, we would move him around very similar because of athleticism. Connor, I'm just like, is even more of a issue to deal with because he is actually quick enough and smooth enough in space that if you're a defender, you really got to have your antennas up low key when he's out there. Because it's like, yo, they might get this dude the ball. And he's shown now multiple occasions and in varying ways that he can actually cause some damage. And that doesn't even account for when we saw him make the big catch last year in that same stadium, if I remember correctly. So you know he could take it up the seam on you. Yeah, so he was my dude on offense, man. I was like I said, I was really just impressed by what I saw from him as a whole this preseason, man.
That's a nice pick.
Yeah. All right, let me see what the chat said, man, in terms of... Actually, no, we'll go to our defensive person. All right?
Sure.
Actually, the chat might jump by the time we do that. So let's see real quick who they had for their offense play they were most impressed with this preseason. Rod Dollar said Anthony McFarland. All right. AJM went with Darnell Washington, John Easton, Kenny Pickett. Jay Flame said Kenny as well. I like that. Let's see. Josiah Williams went with Connor as well. Jacob Glenn took you with the Dan. Listen to you and said Dan Moore. So you went Calvin, but he was part of your spiel.
Yeah, it's because here's the thing with Moore. I mean, did he improve that much from last year?
It depends on how you view. I don't think it was this crazy jump, but
he's going into year 3, so there should be some improvement. And I already thought he was pretty decent. So I thought he would have been good for us as the starting left tackle, and I guess we'll see that come week 1.
Yeah. All right. Leah Warren said Jalen Warren, my kinfolk. That what she call him. Salute you, John Easton. Didn't I just say John Easton? Yeah, I just said John Easton. Let's see. Monongahela Mike says Connor. Shout out to Connor one time. Stan Claire said Herbig, but we haven't got to the defense just yet, man. All right, so we can get to him in a second. All right, in a second. Eric Winslow did say offensive line though, so do like that part. Respect. And he specified with the left guard Isaac Seumalo, so I like that as well. Okay. All right. So with that, then let's flip the question. We just talked about the most impressive player to us this preseason on offense. Now we're going to talk about who we thought was the most impressive player to us on defense this preseason. So now drop that player in the chat, man, whoever you felt was the most impressive player that you watched from the Steelers this year on the defense side of the ball, man.
Most impressive.
Yeah.
Man, the name that's jumping off the top of my mind right now is Herbig.
He cooked. He looked good.
I'm just trying to think of anyone else.
Good, bro.
Quan Alexander, maybe you could toss him in there.
What about TJ? TJ had a sack, bro. And he didn't do the big kick. He did the medium kick.
I'm just happy he didn't get hurt on that. I would have rather him just bypass the quarterback just ran to the sideline.
Like, we know you got the sack.
Yeah,
TJ.
just like tap him on the shoulder. I would have had
you got the sack, bro.
I would have preferred that, to be honest. Because, I mean, he wrapped him up and took him down.
Yeah, you see, like, slammed him low-key.
It looked like he tried to let up a little bit, but the momentum was already there.
Because I feel like he fought him. He didn't just go down. If he would have just went down, I don't think TJ dumps him. He low-key tried to, like, fight.
Yep.
And that's why T was like, all right, come on. Let's go for a ride.
I was going to say, is there any beef between the two? Heineke? No. I don't think we've played them yet.
No, Heineke.
We haven't played Heineke yet.
Heineke has that energy, though. Think about it. Like, he got that underdog, I'm fighting you to the bitter end.
Thinks he's better than what he is.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with I mean, he's made a good career out of being an NFL quarterback.
You'd rather be an overachiever than an underachiever.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Is it just Herbig? Is it too obvious?
Herbig's fire, bro.
I'm trying to think secondary. I know JPJ had the pick, but he only played in 2 preseason games. Yeah, I thought he looked good in yesterday's game, too.
Herbig was fire, bro.
I think it's got to be Herbig.
Herbig was
like
fire,
I said,
bro.
I don't know if that's too obvious, but I'm going with Herbig. What was his final stat line? Like 3.5 sacks for the preseason? 4?
No, I think he had like 4.5, bro. Yeah.
PFF ranked him as the top defender. I don't know if it was the top rookie defender or just top defender in preseason, but he was up there.
I can see that. He went crazy, bro.
He did, yeah. And seemed like every time he was out on the field, he made a play that just had me open my eyes and be like, oh, wow, this guy stands out.
I could dig that, man. Trust me, I could dig that. He says big dynamite can come in small packages. That's his tagline.
That's a good one.
I like
should
it.
Stick with that.
Yeah, it's clean.
I'm going Herbig. Yeah. I don't know if that's going to be chalk, but
ain't nothing wrong with it, baby. Trust me. Nick Herbig went crazy this preseason.
I think it has to be.
Nick Herbig, he opened up a lot of eyes this preseason. Now, very similar to, some of the people that were a little bit more skeptical about the offense. Well, they did it versus backups. You can make a case, he didn't do it versus starters on offense. Okay, cool. He's a rookie. Who knows what a rookie is? He's not even a first rounder. Heck's not even a second rounder, Deke. It's like, we ain't know what to expect from that. I mean, we felt good about him because we drafted him and what we saw in college, but in terms of it necessarily translating, how many times have we talked about dudes that we drafted that we don't ever see get a sack in the preseason?
He's got me forgetting about Chase Young,
on, bro.
for sure.
You see what I'm saying?
Don't need Chase Young anymore.
Like,
we didn't necessarily ever need him, but it would have been a big time luxury.
Yeah, I definitely follow
to have him as our third edge rusher.
But that's one of them things. So it's like I could definitely understand that, man. Yeah, because like I said, it wasn't a surefire thing that he was gonna come here, produce, or cook the way that we've seen him cook. So I love that, man. Well, since you're gonna go with the outside linebacker, I'll go with inside backer. I'll go with Quan. To me, Quan Alexander, he hopped on a moving train.
Were you gonna go Herbig though?
I like.
No, I wanted to have you give a different answer.
I like the pass rusher,
but
bro.
yeah, I mean,
yes.
Herbig's got to be the guy.
Herbig's fire, bro. I like me a pass rusher, man. He's a pass rusher. Like, not the I'm just bigger than you, so I win with size. No, he is like, I have a bag. I know how to rush. I love that version of pass rushers because that's the version I relate to, because that was what I would play my game like. I was never 6'7", 280. I wasn't 6'4", 260. It was like, bro, you got to know moves. You got to be able to do something. How can you outthink, smart, all of that stuff? And watching him, it's like, bro, he got outside hand scissors. He'll take you inside. He got the long arm. He can study you. He'll bull rush you. It's like, man, he has a rush plan. One of the big knocks on Bud, shout out to my dog, man. One of the big knocks on Bud when he first got to the NFL was he just didn't know how to rush. He was a great athlete, a great talent, but he wasn't skilled in terms of rushing the passer. So it took him about 2 years realistically to figure out the flow of rushing the passer versus NFL players. Not you're just fastening the guy at cost so you run by him. Like legitimately, okay, long arm bull here. All right, this is how I can set up a spin move. I got to take him upfield first before I can set that up. Putting together multiple moves. It took him some time to learn that. You watch Herbig. Herbig knows this stuff right now, day one, bro.
He's got the cheat code.
He does. TJ. He does. He definitely does. For a fact, he does. But to me, that's the one thing that I am so impressed by Herbig with. His ability to just have a rush plan as a rookie. He's not up there thinking, what's my call? What's my assignment? Because a lot of young players, they don't play fast because they try not to mess up. They're like, bro, am I rushing here or am I dropping in coverage?
You think that could happen in the regular season, though?
To an extent, there is a possibility, but I don't think it is as prevalent because we're not looking for him to start.
Yeah.
He would very much be situational, and it's going to be really calculated, right? In the vein of TJ and Highsmith are going to play until they're not tired, right? Or they're going to play until they're tired. When they get tired, they're coming off the field. That's a handful of snaps here and there, but it's never going to be man, you got this whole quarter. Don't make a mistake out here. We calling everything off the bag. Nah, you could feel the flow of how a series is going to know what calls are going to be available to you and what calls they not even thinking about, just because it's like, yo, they're not on that type of vibe where the field is not that section of the field to even call these calls. So that's going to take a lot of that off his plate. And he got a veteran group out there too. When you got a veteran defense or just veteran players you're around, the communication is loud. So even if you're unsure, you hearing Cam Heyward talk to Larry Ogunjobi, or you getting Quan or Roberts or Holcomb talking to each other, it's a lot of chatter. Pat P, a Mink on the back end, all them dudes, they're talking. That's going to make it a lot easier on him too while he's out there. So I don't think you run into that issue too much with him. But just based on how he's already looked, it doesn't like he's struggling with the playbook, man. Because he's playing fast, bro. He is playing fast, man. And you can't do that if you are second guessing yourself. Definitely if you're guessing, period, because you're going to eventually guess wrong. Yeah, just can't guess them all.
Yeah.
So he knows what he's doing. But he's just really skilled. Like he maybe it's the Wisconsin thing. I know Coach T talked about like the Wisconsin because Jimmy Leonard, like what they running over there is like NFL style. I get it. Some parallels. But the players that they've been putting out, when you talk TJ, when you talk Bennett, Keanu Bennett, man, he's another one that looks polished.
It's got to be Wisconsin's offense that sucks.
I'm just like, they're like super just polished players coming out of there, bro. Man. Like Herbig to me, I'm like, bro, how are you just available? Like,
we got him in the fourth.
Yeah.
We were on him the whole draft process, too. We were like, all right, this could be a good late guy for us. Maybe even put him at Rover inside like, because of his speed.
And not just, he plays both sides.
Yeah.
I played with dudes where like, I can only play the right side or I can only play the left side. I could get on the field fast because I can play both sides. For Herbig, I'm like, that's a cheat code to be able to play both sides, left, right, could burst off both sides, could do moves on both. I'm like, yo, his pass rush package doesn't differ right side versus left side. It's dudes that play on the right side that they can speed rush from the right, and they are exclusive bull rushes on the left. I said that backwards, but y'all catch my drift.
Right.
I was thinking like left tackle, right tackle.
I like the combo we have with the depth too, with Herbig being the young guy with the pop, and then Marcus Golden, the savvy vet out there.
Too. It's like a perfect like tag team.
And then we got Watt and Highsmith both in their primes as the starters.
It's a smooth tandem, bro. It's a smooth tandem.
Do you want to talk about Quan at all?
Yeah, man. So for me, man, the reason why I've been so impressed with Quan, he wasn't here all offseason. He didn't get no OTAs with us, no vet mini camp. Heck, he wasn't even here to start training camp. Remember, he was on the couch at the crib. So for him to come in here on a moving train and not just understand the defense, but his conditioning as well. And how do I know his conditioning is elite? It's not just that he makes plays, because you can make plays.
And he looks healthy out there, too.
He looks healthy. But do you see every time he makes a play, how he's the main guy jumping up, celebrating, real demonstrative with his energy? When you're playing in games, man, all of that, you like, bro, you get tired quick doing that, man. You might hit you, like the first play of the game, you might give you some of that, but after that, you like, bro, we got to lock in because I'm going to get tired.
Yeah.
Like, you don't do all that celebrating stuff. So for me to be watching him, I'm like, bro, I done seen this 3-4 times a day. I'm like, okay, so that lets me know that you check that cardio box. Like, you're definitely good there. But then also when I'm watching him just in his run fits, like, yo, you're sharp. You haven't been here. This is what, 4 weeks now have you been here? Has it been 4 weeks?
Might not even be that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even think it's been that long, bro.
I think it was like a few days before our first preseason game, right? And then he got out there. And then
it was the day like we had our last
It's probably been like
practice,
3 weeks because we just had a short week for this last one with a Thursday game. It's probably been around 3 weeks, a little over 3.
And I done seen him control the defense in terms of setting, like calling the huddle, making the calls, and making the checks out there. I done seen him do that before, man. Like on the moving train here, while still playing his fast, still looking like the healthy Quan that made him the player that we was excited about potentially getting, man. So I would go with him since Herbig.
Yeah, if he can stay healthy, man, that inside linebacker room should be really solid.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
Only thing we're missing is Isaiah Simmons.
He went for a 7, bruh. I swear, when I saw, I was like a 7. Oh, we could have done that, man.
That's a bummer. Yeah,
a 7, bro. 7.
I've seen some people in comments and chat saying like Isaiah Simmons actually wants to play defensive back. So if that's his energy, that's not going to fly here.
He could be nickel. Try out for our nickel spot. That's still like we have a starter, but that's probably the best case for you to get on right now.
Or maybe Isaiah Simmons just doesn't have that dog in him.
Hey man, that's fine too. Not every football player is equipped with dog. That is completely cool, man.
But it seems like that's what we've been going for in the players we're picking up.
We have a specific thing that we're looking for. We like dog. Yeah, we like dogs.
Especially that inside linebacker group this year.
Yeah.
Holcomb, Roberts,
all
Quan,
dogs.
Kwiatkowski.
Don't forget Mark. Don't forget
Mark.
Don't forget
I can't
Mark.
say Muse. He's more of a special teams guy.
He's a dog on teams, though.
Okay.
He is for a fact a dog on
That's
teams.
fine.
No,
he's a special teams dog.
No,
I don't know about that inside linebacker.
No, but
though.
seriously, on teams, he's washing all them dudes right now, bro.
Yeah, that's why I think we keep him.
Yeah.
And like Wachowski obviously ain't afraid to get after it. That's going to be the interesting one too. Do we keep 5 or 6?
Yeah, I think if
they
go 5, it's Muse. I think Muse definitely gets it because of the special teams part. Like he didn't have multiple tackles on teams in all these daggone games, bro. Like it's just nuts watching. I'm like, yo, you like a magnet to this football. Like if that's what you do, man, you making it show up on tape, which is hot. So I did like that, man.
Well, we're coming close to closing time.
6 o'clock.
Yeah. We got like 6 supers. I could run through them quick.
All right.
605.
Yeah, let's tap in on some of these supers real quick. And yeah, 605. While you do that, I will make a quick announcement because I totally forgot this, man. But shout out to DD Smalls on the text right there, man. We do got the stadium bags, man. Check out our stadium bags, man. All right, because we know the season is coming up, man. So stadium bags, man, with the Yes Indeed branding on them and stuff like that on the website, arthmos.com, man. Totally forgot about that, man. But definitely check them things out. Yeah, now that we're getting here. So, boom. Let's get it. All right. Yeah, I need a stadium bag. It's got to be clear. Get you some groovy action with it, all right?
Sean McCartney, been a long time since Steelers got praise from media analysts. Yep. Mm-hmm. He's seconding my message. You might not have came with that energy, but you better keep that energy.
Sean, I like your style. See, Deke is like, nah, just stay away from it altogether. You say you come with it, but just keep your energy correct now that you're here.
No, I just don't want anyone talking about us right now.
It's cause and effect, though, if we all being real about it, right? Like, we know when we play well, we're going to get talked about, and rightfully so. But when we don't play well, we're not going to get talked about, and also rightfully so.
Or shit on.
Yeah. Because you've built up haters because of the success. So it goes hand in hand, but it comes with the territory. It's a right to be hated on, and it's a right to be talked about positively, baby. And we've earned both of those rights, man. We just got to keep going the way that we're going, so that way we'll keep getting more talked about, and we're going to definitely gain more haters. If we keep playing like this, we're going to get a lot more haters. For a fact you do, man. People hate winners.
You can always use a chip on the shoulder. Yeah. It doesn't hurt.
Come on, man.
But at the same time, I mean, there was no one talking good about the Steelers this offseason. 4th AFC North projections, overlooking us in the division. It was...
I mean... I literally have saw a projection where they still don't have us in the playoffs.
Take advantage of that.
Yeah, they were like, it would be Cincy.
Maybe place a wager.
It was Cincy and Baltimore. They had Cincy and Baltimore getting there.
Yeah, Coward was on the... I listen to Coward here and there. He was on the fence with the Steelers, too. Yeah. So maybe preseason hasn't turned everyone over, but there are definitely new people popping up now. Oh, the Steelers, dangerous. KPA, is he legit? Yeah, I've been trying to tell you that. D Herbo, GP14 putting on for the 205, Alabama.
Shout out to Bama one time.
We got Grayson Brown. 3 things I agree with. Merrill Hodge, the inside linebackers will be a strength. Mm-hmm. Ike T, this is Canada's 1 year as OC. Mm-hmm. Mike T, we don't care about the Joneses. Pitt looks locked in. I'm impressed.
Yep.
On O, KP8, on defense, inside linebackers are back.
I'm with you on all of that, actually, man. Yeah, I ain't tripping on that. And I think the context for Ike T was more so this is Matt kind of like true first year as like his first like real OC where it's like
see that.
You got your quarterback all offseason. You get to implement your offense the way that you specifically want it. And there is nothing or no one to come in between you and you executing it. So I think that was more of the context, not like this is his first year, like, or his only year of being OC right now for us.
Yeah, because there is a case last year, Tomlin, with how he wanted to go into each Sunday, had a game plan already set up that had Canada's hands tied behind his back. Like, we're going to win this game like this way. Let's focus on running it and stuff.
We're not exposing it to this.
Right. Yeah. Jonathan Stevens, I don't think we look at Moore and Chooks any different as players, so Moore goes to right tackle next year, and Chooks is a cap casualty, both OTs, then on rookie deals. I could see it.
Yeah, only if Dan Moore can actually play well enough at right tackle. That has to happen before we can ever move on from a Chooks. That's the only thing, man.
828 style, every receiver is not an excellent route runner.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, man.
If he can get open with speed, use it. If he can come out and jump over DBs, then do that. Randy Moss ain't in the Hall of Fame because of his route running.
Thank you, baby.
Let him live, people.
Thank you. I'm like, man, y'all like, because he fast, he got to be great at everything. I'm like, bruh, I'm just telling you what I'm saying. You can still cook, though. Still cook.
We need to get Calvin on some zig routes.
It's like, bro, what you mean he can't run no route, Moats? You see how much separation he had on that vertical? I'm sorry.
A2A style. I told myself that I was just gonna not spend any money, but I'm already over 100 spent. Next time I'll give my phone to the wifey for 2.5 hours. Thanks, bro.
No, man, I promise you we appreciate the heck out you, man, from the heart.
Doesn't go unnoticed.
I swear it does not, man. Oh, my God. But yo, yeah, it was funny, man. He said, just get it for the wifey, man. Get it for the wifey. But shoot, man, that's what we keep bringing more and more content. We like, man, y'all keep rocking with us, man. We're going to keep giving y'all stuff, man. So don't y'all trip, man. Don't trip. We appreciate the support, man, from the heart.
A28 style says Simmons' problem is he was drafted by AZ.
That's a strong case. You could definitely make a strong case, man.
Yeah, the Cardinals just don't have that dog in them as an organization.
I don't hate that stance. I don't hate it.
Rex 7 Moats, do other teams use or prioritize certain players as the green dot player, and how well do you think Holcomb leads the defense when he wears it?
Yeah, that's the beacon of communication. If the green dot is a bum or doesn't communicate or isn't reliable, man, you are screwed. Come on, baby. Green dot is highly important. That's what we talk about. It's the quarterback of the defense. Think about what the quarterback does and why he is so important. He is the leader. He sets everything, sets the protection, calls the play, has to know what everybody out there is doing, has to know what the defense is doing. The linebacker or the green dot dude, yeah, you relaying the message, but you got to be the guy that's going to be out there the whole time. You're the guy that has the open, it's not back and forth communication, but the coordinator or head coach is talking to you. You're his, his mouthpiece, so to speak, right there, man. But you're also the guy that makes the checks. When you see something going on, when it's change of strength motion, you have the right of way. If I see something and I don't like this call, everybody else shut the heck up. I'm checking it to this. And there is no, hey, Mo, You know what the green dot mean. So, yeah, like it really is important, man. And every team, yeah, the ones who put the green, think about the guys who wear green dot here, right? We've had Vince in that green dot. Shazier was in that green dot. I don't remember who was between Foot and Ferrier and stuff like that. But shoot, when we were trying to figure out who was going to be the next green dot guy when Devin was kind of in and out of it, they went Minka and TJ. Think about that. It's like, bro, we're not playing around. We going with somebody that we know for a fact sees this thing, is a dog, and is going to do everything the way it's supposed to be done. And I thought that, what we've been seeing right now with the green dot, we've been seeing some of it as a good thing with number one, Cole. I thought Cole had the green dot, did well.
They threw it on
Quan
Roberts.
Looked good, and the Landon looked really good yesterday with it, man. So salute all them dudes, man. Salute them all. And I think that was actually it, wasn't it? Oh, was that it, or am I tripping?
Yeah, you good.
All right. No, that was a vibe right there, though, man. That was definitely a vibe.
Well, this one's funny, though. X Concept says Matt Canada was keeping receipts. No one is safe.
Ooh, y'all better stop playing with him. Don't be talking about you like this offense, D. He coming for you specifically, all right? But, bro, we do got to roll, though, man. We do got to roll, all right? Because it's Friday, and y'all ain't about to get me in trouble for, us being in here a little too long on the late night, all right? Chill, baby. But chill. So, with that being the case, man, we hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. Hope y'all enjoy your weekend. Stay safe out there. Hit that like button one time for the coach and subscribe on the way out of this thing if you have not done so just yet. And we back in the saddle. Should be Monday, man.
Talk who's in, who's out.
Yeah, because it's going to get spicy next week, baby. So, yeah, man, definitely check that out, man. And like we said, man, check out them stadium bags on the website, arthurmoats.com, all right? But with that being the case, man, we appreciate each and every one of y'all. And until next time, baby.
Peace.